Okay, my bad. It's number 20 Utah versus Wyoming. How's it going, everyone? And welcome to another edition of Play by Play with Dr. Delay. Today we got some West Coast teams as number 20 Utah takes on Wyoming. Both teams 2-0 to start the year. Utah, they've been pretty much a consistently pretty solid team, really, for the past decade or so. Last year they kind of were not so great, lots of injuries, and but of course they've started off so good this year. 43-10 win at UCLA, which UCLA doesn't really look all that great, and of course a 63-9 win over an FCS team last week. As for Wyoming, well, they traveled to Akron week 1 and won 10-0. And then, of course, Northern Iowa only allowing 7 there. So far their defense has been good, but again, the competition, we'll kind of see. Again, they're going to have a huge test tonight here in Laramie, Wyoming. Dr. DeLay, great night. Yes, great night indeed. Smash them free subs and hit the like button. Yes, everyone do it. To make sure to like and subscribe. Hey, appreciate you guys for hanging out tonight. Hopefully it's a good one. We had a great one earlier. If you weren't here for that one, we had Buffalo and Kent State. Buffalo was favored by, 23.5, 24.5, and it ended up coming down to the wire. Buffalo did win, but it was definitely a much closer game than anyone expected. It was a great game. Probably the game of the day prior to Tennessee and Georgia. That one looks to be like that would be the game of the day so far. Pittsburgh, as soon as I get off my stream here for baseball, I head on over to the couch and I see Pittsburgh blowing a 24-14 lead. They lose 31-14, so I guess that was a curse. So that's fantastic. But again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Hopefully we get underway in a few moments. And again, if you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe. Feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you'd like. I try to read as many comments as possible. Currently, we do have a poll going on. Wyoming, they are a 24.5 point underdog. Currently, you guys have them covering the 24.5. So again, just 3 votes in. Feel free to make your voices heard. And again, I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. And hopefully we'll get this game underway shortly. But right now, though, they're showing footage of them warming up. I'm sure that is over by now. So, but yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than, hey, I'm ready for some more football. Looking at the players for Utah, the quarterback Dampier, 38 for 48. That is accurate. I mean, that's over 75% completion. That's really good. That's probably about 78%. Anderson, 36 for 59 on the year. Not that great. That's all right. I guess that's over, 60%. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Scott, the leading rusher for Wyoming, 190 yards on the year. Parker, the leading rusher for Utah, averaging, about 8 yards a carry, so very efficient. Durr, look at that. Durr, 244 yards already for Wyoming. So, again, a possible big night for him. Again, I'm just kind of waiting to see when we're going to actually kick things off. Devon Dampier, 79% completion as a quarterback this year. Again, he's been very good. And they're looking to move on to 3-0. Again, there's going to be a lot of changes in the rankings tomorrow. That releases during NFL Sunday. Again, Clemson, that is pretty much the big story of the day. They were upset by Georgia Tech, 24-21. That was pretty much a bummer for Clemson. Not really much else. I don't think there's really any surprises. Iowa State only winning by 8 to Arkansas State. That's kind of a shocker. Texas, they underperformed again. So again, I would expect them to drop in the rankings as well. Of course, Georgia that was a very exciting game, 44-41. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Vanderbilt, South Carolina, they're just now kicking off. Notre Dame up 7-0 on Texas A&M. Florida and LSU, Florida's up 3-0. Again, LSU, that number 3 ranking doesn't look as good anymore because, again, Clemson falling to Georgia Tech. So LSU might take some damage, collateral damage. And Ohio State only up 6-0 on Ohio. They're well into the second quarter there. So, again, very interesting stuff. But, of course, we're going to be focused on this game as it appears Utah will be kicking off to Wyoming to start this one. So, come on, let's get some football going. I'd love to keep chatting away, but, geez, I'm all about football, and I'm sure you guys are as well. Kyle Whittingham, the coach of Utah, 21st season as the Utah head coach, 169-86. This guy knows how to win. Again, kind of a outlier year last year. Hey, my friend, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing good tonight. Eating seafood and barbecue. Lucky you. I'm not a seafood guy. I like barbecue, though. I like good barbecue. As I'll refresh this, there we are. We are underway in Laramie as that's going to go out of the end zone, and hopefully we'll see a football field because I prefer a football field on the screen. But apparently, they hate us. So I'll just have to call it until it decides to low it up. So bear with me, folks. I know that's probably annoying. But here is Caden Anderson, a 61% completion, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick on the year for him. Again, they haven't really had much competition this year, but we'll see how he goes as he's under center. 1st and 10 at the 25. Anderson, play action, moving to his left, and he's running for his life. He's just going to have to throw it away. Heavy pressure there. He had nothing doing. As, again, I do apologize. We'll try to get you a field. ESPN hates CBS Sports for some reason. They never have it says it's not even on yet. What the heck? CBS Sports doesn't even know that their own game is on. 2nd and 10 coming up for Wyoming. Again, we'll get that fixed very shortly. Showdown, Chris Durr, they're highlighting him. It's not even on the field. That's very interesting. In the shotgun, 2nd and 10. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. Hands it up the middle, and he is not getting much. That was Scott on the carry, and that's maybe a yard. As Utah already kind of imposing their defense, their superiority over Wyoming. There we go. We're seeing it now. 3rd and 9. It's going to refresh again. Okay, you don't want to. There we go. We're back in the shotgun. Anderson drops back, looking, fires, and it is incomplete at the feet of the intended target. Nothing doing there. Down the left sideline, incomplete. 4th and 9, and Wyoming is going to have to quickly punt it away. Again, Wyoming looking good to start the year, but they played Akron and they played the University of Northern Iowa. This is a test as Utah looks very good to start their years. There is the punt. Fair catch signal made at the 27, and that's where Utah will begin their drive. I don't think they're cutting to commercial, so there we go. But again, Utah is a team that I believe can easily win the Big 12. And I know that's kind of a shocker because the Big 12 is all, everyone's about the same. But Utah, to me, they were the team last year. Again, a lot of injuries for Utah last year. This year, they stay healthy. They can easily be the Big 12 representative in the college football playoff. Yes, even Iowa State. I think they can beat Iowa State. 1st and 10 in the 27. Dampier hands it off, trying to make a guy miss, but Wyoming defense all over him as he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing there for Utah. Again, we talked about that defense. I think they've only allowed 7 points this whole year. Travis, how's it going? Where can you watch this game? You can watch it on the CBS Sports Network. The CBS Sports Network, 2nd and 10. Dampier moving to his right. He's going to take off and running. He's at the 30 and running out of bounds at the 35. Dampier with the carry. And probably about a gain of 8, gain of 9 maybe. It's crazy what game I bet on you watching. There we go. Look at me. I'm just that good. I'm that guy. We're one and the same, Travis. We're thinking the same thing. 3rd and 1. They're going to give him 9 on that. Under center, handing it off up the middle, and he's going to get the first down. Needed a yard. He got 2. Brand new set of downs for Utah. The Utah Utes. I don't think I've ever actually said the Utes before in my life. This is a first. 1st and 10. Dampier in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. He's going to hand it off. He's cuts inside at the 40, 45, making plenty of Cowboys miss as he's brought down at the 48. That's a gain of 9. Again, they're showing the tails of the tape. Utah averaging 53 points a game this season. Wyoming, they only allow 3.5. So, again, what's going to happen? Well, again, most people favoring Utah as they are, again, they are the Power 4 team. And right now they're looking good. Play action. Dampier steps up. Looking, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 35 and hit hard at the 30. But he will hang on for a brand new set of downs. Just a little play action and just an in route deep down the middle of the field. He was just wide open, settling in the zone there. I guess nobody in the zone defense there for Wyoming. 1st and 10, ball at the 29 in the shotgun. Dampier drops back, looking to his left. Is going to, it's in and out of the hands of the receiver. I thought he had it. Throw was a little bit off, but it was catchable. Pass intended for Davis. Go and keep it right there. 2nd and 10 for the Utes. At the 29 in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Dampier, play action, fires. It is caught at the 22. His knee was down, but that will be a catch. And I believe that's a gain of, I don't know, actually. I couldn't tell you. A gain of, I don't know. He's at the 22. It is what it is. The Utes. Yeah, I don't think it's Utes. I think it's Utes. The Utes. That's what you have tantalized there. So wait, there's a little bit of delay here. There's a flag, and I didn't get to. They didn't announce it at all. So I don't know, but they're back at the 34. Dampier moving to his right is going to tuck off and run, trying to make something happen, and he does. It's a nice little gain there. Inside the 25. Gain of 8. And again, I'm sorry. I don't know what in the world happened with the penalty. And to be honest with you, there's some technical difficulties happening with this game because it's been skipping. And I assure you, the internet is not the problem. So it's on their end. 3rd and 7 at the 25. In the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Dampier by himself back there. They need to get to the 18 for a brand new set of downs. Dampier is going to take it himself. No, he's going to throw it. It was a run pass option pass intended for the tight end. But nothing happening. Incomplete. So the Wyoming defense able to hold on there. Again, there was like a phantom penalty call, but they never announced it on the broadcast. I have no idea what happened. They didn't even show the ref. Nothing. So Utah should be bringing out, yep, there he is, the field goal kicker, Dylan Curtis. He's made it from 54, so he's got the leg. This is from 43 from the right hash. Snap, hold, kick. It is up, and the kick is good. 3-0 is your score. 10:22 left to go in the first quarter. Utah leading Wyoming 3-0. Oh, man. Hopefully it's a good one. You know, I understand the spread. I'm like, well, why did you pick a game with the spread of 24.5? Well, hey, you should definitely check out what happened with the Buffalo-Kent State game earlier. That was awesome. That was definitely awesome. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys for stopping on by. Make sure to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you consider yourself a sports fan. If you're a sports fan, football fan, baseball fan, whatever, definitely subscribe to the channel. This is what I do. I call games. And, of course, I'm trying to call games when it comes to college football that might not be seen by many. So, again, it won't be like, I'm not going to be streaming here a national televised game. You can probably watch that yourself, most likely. There will be times in the future I do that. But for now, this is kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get games that you might not be able to look at. So there you go. So definitely subscribe to the channel for that. Of course, tomorrow I'll be back for some NFL action, Steelers and Seahawks, and the Chiefs and Eagles. That one was voted on by the subscribers of my channel. So again, definitely subscribe to be a part of that. You'll get polls every week. Well, at least one poll a week, I should say. And you'll be able to vote on what else I call. Did the Pirates win? They did, Chris. They actually came back and scored 5 runs in the last 2 innings. And were able to pull off the win there. That was looking like a very depressing game, but ended up being okay. Thank you, as always, for stopping on by, Chris. Thank you, as always. And again, we'll try to update you on what's happening across college football. Looks like they have resumed in Miami. Miami all over South Florida, 28-6, so that's kind of a bummer. Let's see here. Notable games. USC over Purdue at the half. Ohio State up 13-0 Ohio. Kind of shocking that's like kind of close. Illinois over Western Michigan 10-0. Ole Miss 21, Arkansas 14. Let's see here. Florida over LSU right now 3-0. That one's just getting underway in the first quarter. A&M and Notre Dame 7-7. Notre Dame, though, at the A&M 4, so they're knocking on the door for some more. I didn't mean to rhyme that much. But such is life. That's pretty much it. South Carolina, Vanderbilt, 7-7. Of course, again, the big thing of the day was Clemson losing. Hopefully they'll do better next year. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'd like to see it, Chris. Saturday with Dr. DeLay. There we go. Hey, that's I like that. Saturday with Dr. DeLay. $10 sub. Thank you, sir. You're a legend. You're a legend. Appreciate it. Thank you. Again, thank you to all of you guys for just clicking on the live stream. Maybe I can win you over if you haven't subbed already with the way I call a game. And again, if you asked for me to show you the game, well, I'm no offense, but you're an idiot. As here is the kickoff. I am a little toxic sometimes, as that is going to be kicked out of bounds. So Wyoming will start off at the 25. So excited the Cubs lost. Yeah, the Cubs had, did they have bases loaded and they just kind of blew it. All right, and there's a flag apparently. Again, I'd like for them to actually show what happens because last time they just kind of spawned at the 30 whenever they were at the 22, and then the next play started the snap at the 34. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on Utah. So that's going to add 15, and Wyoming's going to have some nice field position at the 40. Coach Whittingham can't believe it. Welcome, Tantalize. Yes, appreciate you, man. Again, thank you for even clicking on the live stream, giving me a chance to call this game for you. In the shotgun is Anderson. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Anderson hands it off. Trying to cut inside. Still on his feet, but he can't go anywhere as Wyoming. So, the first series, only 3 plays, and they struggled to run the ball. This year, right now, just nothing. 0 on the ground. Yeah, they had 1 gain for 1 rush for 1 yard on the ground in the first series. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 40 in the shotgun is Anderson. Trips to the right. Tight end in tight as well to the right. Anderson, play action. Looking to his right. Steps up. Fires. It is almost intercepted. And there's a late flag. There may have been some pushing and shoving during that. I'm not too, honestly, I didn't see it. Maybe it was before that, but Wyoming crowd was pretty happy. And yep, pass interference on Utah. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty. So just like that, Utah moving 30 yards in 2 plays. Not necessarily anything that they did offensively. Pass was intended for Durr Jr. We highlighted him. He has a lot of yards already. Actually, it was a spot foul, so we're going to mark it at the 45. First and 10. Oh, pardon me. No, that was correct. That is a 15-yard penalty. First and 10. Anderson drops back, looking to his right. Fires. It is caught at the 41. Cuts inside at the 40. Diving forward to about the 36. Made the first guy miss. And diving forward for a gain of 9. That was Durr Jr. with the catch. Just a little out route. Then he cuts inside, making the first guy miss. And then diving forward for extra yards. 2nd and 1 coming up at the 36 for Wyoming at the Utah, on the Utah side at the 36 in the shotgun. Anderson changing it up at the line. Anderson hands it up the middle, and he's going to get the first down and a little bit more as he's brought down at the 31. That's a brand new set of downs for the Cowboys. That was a handoff to Harris on the carry. First and 10, ball at the 31. 2 receivers to the left. 1 receiver to the right, running back in the backfield. Hands it off to Harris, taking it down the right side. He's at the 25 and pushed out of bounds around the 20. Where would they mark it? At the 21. And they are going to give him the first down. Brand new set of downs for Wyoming. And I'll be honest, again, after that first drive, I'm like, again, it's only one drive, but not looking good. The first play they ran, nothing there. The penalties keeping the drive going. Wyoming saying, okay, we'll tell you what, let's start moving the ball on our own this time. First and 10. Under center is Anderson. 2 receivers to the left. Harris in the backfield. Anderson, play action. Steps up, fires to the end zone. Incomplete. Pass coverage was tight there. Pass intended for number 19. I do apologize. Don't really know the names of the players, and I will try to become more knowledgeable in that subject as the game goes on. Pass intended for Conan, not O'Brien. Conan. So 2nd and 10, ball at the 21. Anderson once again in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, tight ends in tight, sending a man in motion. And, he's going to keep it on the RPO, and Anderson's just going to dive back to the line of scrimmage. That was like a busted play there. So 3rd and long coming up. If you like what you hear, don't forget to hit that like button. Yes, definitely do that. Tantalize likes it. Let's go, Wyoming. Who do you have to win? I mean, I don't know. I don't really pick winners when it comes to this, especially, again, Utah favored by 24.5. If it was more of a 50-50 game, maybe I'd pick, but even then, I'm just an announcer, you know. I don't know, Marco. I don't know. It's a tough one. In the shotgun. Anderson drops back. Looking to his right. Heavy pressure, and down he goes. Sack. Daly with the sack, and that was a huge loss. He lost at least 10 yards, and I don't know. Again, I don't really know much about Wyoming, but I can tell you that's going to be a pretty far kick for a college kicker. That may have been a loss of about 15. Snazzy says, go Utes. Looking good right now. It's going to be 4th and very, very long. I imagine they're going to bring out the field goal unit, or maybe they punt it away if they don't really have a kicker. I couldn't tell you. So it's 4th and 25, and I don't really know what happened there. It kind of, Wyoming's going to call a timeout. I feel like that's kind of a mistake. Wasting a timeout on a 4th and 25. I just feel like that's a ridiculous time to use the timeout. That's just me, though. I'm 50-50. I don't really, it's whoever wins this game, not going to bother me, but not a fan of bad coaching. And I think that's just, why? I don't understand that. So, Notre Dame 14, A&M 7. I'll try to be providing as many updates as possible. Of course, Kenneth, he might have me covered in the comment section. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out tonight. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe. If you consider yourself a fan of college football, the NFL, MLB, I cover it all. As here is the punt. Fair catch, caught at the 13. And that even, again, just the fact that you, on 4th and 25, didn't know what you're going to do. And then you sent out the punting unit. You might as well just backed them up 5 yards and kept your timeout. Just, again, not trying to rip Wyoming. I don't, again, it's whatever. I just don't like that type of coaching. It's dumb. But 3-0 is your score. A little over 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Utah 3, Wyoming nothing. I don't think I've ever seen a 4th and 30 yet. Well, I mean, again, I just don't really understand why they would even do that. Seriously good. Oh, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, Sir Beef. Thank you. Thank you very much. Of course, shout out to all the members. I appreciate you guys. And, I of course, Coffee Beans, you may have seen. The Delay Dynasty tier, that is the scoreboard sponsor. So every time we go to the scoreboard, it's because of Coffee Beans. Thank you very much. It's not really because of her, but, she's a sponsor. So thank you, Coffee Beans, for sponsoring this one. We'll just go over some scores real quick. Miami, 28, South Florida, 6, as they're beginning the second half there. Bowling Green, 23, Liberty, 13. Of course, Texas Tech all over Oregon State, 35-0. Mississippi State all over Alcorn State, 49-0. Kennesaw State, 29, Merrimack, 0. Or 20. I said 29. 20-0. Marshall over Eastern Kentucky, 38-7. Charlotte, Monmouth, they're 21 apiece. USC leading Purdue 17-3 at the half. Ohio State up 13-0 on Ohio. Ohio's at the Ohio State 40. So they're kind of driving here. Oh, pass was actually intercepted. Oh, never mind. Okay, Illinois up 10-0 on Western Michigan. Arkansas and Ole Miss 21-21. That looks like a good game. Old Dominion up 21-0 on Virginia Tech. That would be quite a shock, if I say so myself. Georgia Southern 31, Jacksonville State 17, Georgia State 16, Murray State 7, Southern Miss 17, Appalachian State 7, Rice 21, Prairie View 7, Florida leading LSU 3-0 at the end of the first quarter. Notre Dame 14, Texas A&M 7, Kentucky over Eastern Michigan 14-3, Iowa over Massachusetts 20-0. Looks like we're about to be back, so I'll try to hurry here. Eastern Carolina 10, Coastal Carolina 0, Louisiana Tech up 10-0 over New Mexico State. Vanderbilt, South Carolina 7-7. Duke right now down to Tulane 7-0. TCU up Abilene. Christian 13-0. Tulsa 7. Navy nothing. But again, folks, if you like what you see, like and subscribe for more play-by-play. That's what I do. As Dampier is going to take the direct snap himself up the middle. He's at the 20, 25, and brought down at the 30. That's a nice play by Dampier, just pretty much running up the middle. Good blocking. Got to highlight the blocking. But Dampier did shrug off a defender there. 1st and 10 coming up for Utah. It's a gain of 17. Who do you think wins the national championship this year? My picks are already chalked, so I have no idea. Dampier play action. Moving to his right. Heavy pressure by Wyoming. Now cuts inside. Oh, now he's reversing field. And down he goes now. There's a sack. That was pretty exciting, but, not much happening there. It's going to be a loss of 3. I mean, trying to do something there, but I'm assuming there was nobody open. It's going to sound stupid now, but I mean, again, legit thought it was going to be Texas and Clemson. Well, I was wrong, folks. I was definitely wrong. 2nd and 13, ball at the 27. Dampier is going to swing it out to the left. It's caught at the 27. He's at the 30, 35. Is he still in bounds? No, he did step out. I don't know where they'll mark it, but they definitely gained a few yards there. So 3rd and manageable, I'm assuming. Again, I honestly don't know where they marked him out. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Utes. Utah so far has converted 76% of their 3rd downs this year. Very good. I mean, that is, you're going to win a lot of games. You do that. Handing it up the middle. He's got the 1st down, 40. Oh, he took a shot at the 45, but that's a brand new set of downs for the Utes. 4:20 and counting here in the first quarter. Utah drove down the field and had to settle for 3. Wyoming on the second possession did look pretty good, but then they took a huge sack, knocked him out of field goal range. There's the end around, and he slips trying to cut up the field. Oh, he's going to lose some yardage because of that. The agility is not as good as you think it is, I guess. Just a little end around. He had blockers too, and that's what's probably a bummer for Utah. 2nd and 13 coming up. Ball at the 43 in the shotgun. Trips to the right, running back to his left. Dampier hands it up the middle. He's got some space at the 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, and pushed out of bounds at the 34. He got the first down and a lot more. Look at that. 22 yards on the play. Utah looking to strike again. First and 10 in the shotgun as Dampier sending a tight end in motion. 2 receivers to the left. Dampier drops back, looking to his left. It's going to be caught at the 30 and immediately pushed out of bounds. And they're going to mark him out at the 29, gain of about 3. Utah having 3 players that play both sides. Smith Snowden, corner and a receiver. Landon Barton, linebacker, tight end. And Jackson Benny plays safety and also a running back receiver. That's pretty impressive. Little bubble screen here. Is caught at the 30, bouncing it outside, cutting inside, and all that for a gain of 2. Tackled by Wilson of Wyoming. Got a couple of past NFL teams ready for halftime. Got a couple of past NFL teams. Oh, okay. I see what you're. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. If you guys have no idea what you're talking about, hey, you'll just have to tune in tomorrow. It's pretty neat. If you're a football fan and love history, it's pretty neat. 3rd and 5 at the 28. They need to get to the 23 in the shotgun. Dampier's going to take it himself up the middle, and he's going nowhere. They're going to give him a yard, but that, of course, is not what he needed. He needed 5, and I wonder what they're going to do here. Dampier's going to he's going to the sideline. What a shot there. I don't know. Old Wyoming fan just clapping. So they're gonna kick the field goal. It's about a 45-yarder from the right hash. Made one from 43. Snap, hold, kick. It is up, and it is wide right. No good. So the score will stay 3-0 here in Wyoming. Utah, of course, with the lead, but Wyoming will have the ball at about the 35-yard line. They will step away. I will be right here. Once again, folks, if you do enjoy what I'm doing, if you're a fan of football, if you're a fan of baseball, if you're a fan of sports, if you're a sports bettor, you're just for the money to see how your team's going to do tonight, to cash in on that parlay, like and subscribe. That's what you should do. If you want to watch the game and your wife says, nah, you got a lot of stuff you got to do around the house, just put me onto the side here as you fold your clothes. I got you covered. Make sure to like and subscribe. This is what I do. I call games. So hopefully that sounds good to you. It's my 3rd game of the day. I did a college football game earlier. Did a baseball game in the middle. Obviously, doing this one now. Tomorrow I'll be doing a doubleheader, Steelers and Seahawks. And then the second game of the day will be Eagles and Chiefs. That one was voted by the subscribers of the channel. And yes, subscribers do have a poll every single week for the NFL season. They get to pick the other game that I'm calling opposite window of the Steelers. So again, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. DeLay. We'll go over some scores real quick. And brought to you by Coffee Beans. Thank you very much, Coffee Beans. And of course, all the members. And thank you again for just clicking on the live stream, just giving me a chance to try to get you to press that sub button. It's free. You don't have to pay a dime, by the way. Won't have to pay a dime. Miami again, all over South Florida, 28-6. Let's see. Ohio State 13, Ohio 3. So Ohio is able to get on the board against Ohio State with 24 seconds to go. Illinois up 10-0 to Western Michigan. That's a little bit concerning, considering Illinois is number 9 ranked. And Western Michigan actually at the third and goal at the 1 of Illinois. So they're driving. Ole Miss up 28-21 Arkansas. Again, the shock to me right now, Old Dominion over Virginia Tech 28-0. Maybe Virginia Tech's just trash. I just didn't know that. I didn't know. Florida LSU 3-3 as they begin the second quarter. Notre Dame up 14-7 over Texas A&M at the end of the first quarter. Let's see here. Obviously, we're here for Utah and Wyoming, and I would say that is pretty much it. I'm sure there's some other games happening. No, there's not. So that's pretty much your scoreboard update. That's your scoreboard update. It's a baseball score. It is 3-0. Hey, I mean, if the game ended 3-0, that's still. I love football. Football is my number one. You know, I can try to make it sound exciting. I don't know. Maybe you guys would all leave 3-0 at the end of the fourth quarter. Yeah, probably would. It is what it is. Anderson is under center. 2 receivers to the right. Tight ends in tight. Anderson, play action. Heavy pressure moving to his left. He's just going to have to throw it away. And that might be a recurring problem as again, just Utah, their defensive front has been very good and in his face tonight. So Wyoming's defense might have to come up with some plays to keep Wyoming in this. 2nd and 10 ball at the 27. In the shotgun. Anderson hands it off up the middle, and he's going to just see nothing but a bunch of Utes as he gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 10 coming up for the Cowboys. They're actually going to give him a yard there. I don't know how, but yeah, 3rd and 9 coming up for the Cowboys. They need to get to the 37. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Anderson drops back, looking to his right, steps up, fires. It is caught, and he will have the first down, fighting for more yards. Brought down at the 38. That was a nice contested catch. Who was that? Bean, number 6, Bean with the catch. That was a nice catch. Brand new set of downs for the Cowboys. Again, I do have a poll. Feel free to vote on it. Who do you have? The spread is 24.5. Who covers? Who covers? Who does what? Let me know down below. 1st and 10, Anderson hands it off to the running back. He's got some space at the 45, cuts inside at the 50, and spun around at the 48. That's a nice gain, and they are in Utah territory, and that should take us to the end of the first quarter. Utah, they lead 3-0 over Wyoming, but Wyoming is driving. So we'll come back to the second quarter very, very soon. Chase Gonzalez, huge. Always liked Wyoming because of the guy on the bucking horse, so I'm rooting for. Okay, there we go. Play this game in my Wyoming dynasty. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, college football 26. Honestly, not as good as 25, but you know what? It was pretty fun. I played a little bit. I still play it every now and then. I'm a Pitt fan. I do want to start a group of 5 one soon. That's always challenging and fun, very fun. But yeah, that's nice. Perza says, let's go Wyoming. There we go. We got some Wyoming fans in the chat. Do we have any Utah fans in the chat? Let me know. Let me know who you're repping down below. It's always neat to talk to different fans. You know, I think this has been a pretty neat experience. Chris, by the way, he's a Brewers fan, Packers fan. You know, it's just pretty neat to meet a lot of different people in doing this. But again, make sure to like and subscribe if you are a fan of sports. When it comes to college football, I'm really going for games that might not be featured on your local television. So that is pretty much what I'm going to be trying to target. So definitely subscribe if you're a fan of college football just in general. And, of course, the NFL and baseball. That's what I do. I do a lot of that as well. More of that, really. But, of course, after baseball season, college football will be on pretty much Tuesday, Wednesday, all that stuff. So we'll be getting a lot of stuff on the channel. Trust me, it's a growing channel. Just in March, we were at 30 subs. And 6 months later today, we cracked over 800. So again, thank you guys all for stopping on by and let me give me a chance to call this game for you. Andrew going for the Utes. Okay, there we go. Again, they're up 3-0. A heavy favorite. And of course, I covered Kent State and Buffalo. Buffalo was a heavy favorite, but that one ended up being like a field goal game. So that was what was it, 31-28? I can't remember already, but it was a great game. I just remember that it was back and forth. Nunya, crazy to see Utah walk into a game and disregard the potential upset by starting 90%. Is that true? I don't know about that part, but I mean that would be pretty disrespectful, Nunya, if they really are starting their second string. You're watching this in Australia. You can't watch this game, but your commentary is actually really good. Oh, appreciate it, man. Well, I will make mistakes for sure, but hopefully you'll bear with me. So I'm not as good as you guys think, but I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Again, this is what I do. I call games. I'm seeing if this can go anywhere on the channel. So, but yeah, definitely subscribe to the channel if you can. I mean, again, it's free. It is free. So if you're a sports fan, this is for you. Even if you're a sports bettor, check over some scores real quick because this commercial's going by way longer than I thought. Let's see here. Well, never mind. We're going back. But yeah, there's really not much has changed. Not much has changed so far. So again, Wyoming had just crossed midfield whenever we did leave. As we're just kind of looking at Kyle Whittingham here on the sideline. Wyoming fans pretty happy. I guess they're excited to be down only 3 in with the ball. Their O-line is all Polynesian. Okay. 1st and 10 at the 49. Going left to right on your YouTube screen. 2 receivers to the right. They're in the pistol. Anderson hands it off up the middle, and he's going to try to find some space, but he's really not going to find much. He may have gotten 2. But that's all he could do. Actually going to give him 3, apparently. 2nd and 7. Play action. Anderson, he's going to fire it deep down the right side. It is almost intercepted. Oh, man, the throw was a little bit over the intended target, but Snowden, the defender, almost came away with the pick. And honestly, again, that's, I believe, the second time that Anderson has almost thrown a pick, but we do have an injured Ute there, so we might have to, they might step away here. 3rd and 7 coming up. They are, so yeah, they'll step away. 14:31 left to go in the second quarter. Utah with the lead, Wyoming with the ball, but there's an injury. So, yep. Again, I do apologize. When it comes to commercial break, I'm still trying to figure out what to talk about. But, again, feel free to let me know who you're repping down below. And feel free to vote right now. As far as the spread goes of the poll, 64% of you guys have Utah covering the 24.5. 36% have Wyoming covering the 24. So that is actually kind of disrespectful. Hey, if you're a Wyoming fan, you're like, what the heck? You know, but I mean, Utah is pretty good. Again, I do think they're a team that could easily win the Big 12. I really believe that it was a lot of just injuries, bad luck going against their way for Utah last year. And I could definitely see Utah and Iowa State as being the teams. Nanya likes the decision. Okay. Bean Eater Salad. Okay. Hi, how's it going? Once again, folks, if you enjoy the style I'm offering tonight, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Definitely do that. Can't really show off anything, though, because, again, we do have an injury. We had a long commercial break there in between quarters. So far, though, Anderson's 2 for 7, 21 yards. Actually, let me go to this should have a better one. There we go. Yeah, 2 for 7, 21 yards. You can't see it. Oh, well. Dampier, 4 for 6, 40 yards. So far on the ground for Wyoming as a team, they're 9 for 16. Like I said, they haven't really been able to establish anything on the ground. Utah, though, averaging 7 yards a carry. Dampier, 5 for 37. Rogers, 4 for 34. Snowden, 2 for 7. Receiving for Wyoming, it's 1 for 12 is Bean. Durr, 1 for 9. For Utah, Davis, 2 for 26. Andrews, 1 for 11. Snowden, 1 for 3. And we are working our way back. So hopefully we get this going. Wyoming has the highest elevation stadium in the league. I did not know that. That's cool. In the nation, not the league. Okay, I don't know what I was reading there. Not really a Utah fan, more of a Baylor guy myself, but that. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, scam rising. So, okay, the injury might be a little bit more severe than I thought. He's actually going to be carted off. And it looks like he's in serious pain. So, yeah, hopefully he is going to be okay going forward. But yeah, that's a bummer. This is Evans. I mean, I'm not too familiar with Utah or any really of these players, but hopefully he'll be okay. But, again, if you're being carted off, you might be out for the year. But hopefully he comes back stronger. That's what we can hope for. As Evans now breaking down, and yeah, it's tough to see, but Wyoming will have the ball. Of course, it's going to be third and 10 if I recall. Third and 7 at the 46. Getting a standing ovation from all fans here. It's an interesting fact. It is. It's a very interesting fact. Hope he's all good. Yeah, for sure. Injuries, yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Never a fan of, obviously, who would be a fan of injuries? I don't think anyone would be, but it's unfortunate to see. 3rd and 7. They need to get to the 39 in the shotgun. Receiver to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Anderson awaiting the snap. Anderson drops back, looking, steps up, looking to his left, fires. It is. Oh, he caught it, but then he dropped it. Oh, the tight end, Gillenberg, just had it, and then I guess it was too hot. Hot potato decided to drop it. It was right in his hands. Did he hear footsteps? I don't know, but that was just crazy. And, well, looks like they're going to have to punt it away. Chris, dude, thank you, bro. You're a legend, Chris. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Chris. You're a legend, man. 4th and 7. They're going to punt. It is away. And it's going to be down at the 2. Oh, my goodness. What a play by the punter. And, of course, the Gunners, man. That's good stuff. So they're pinning Utah deep in their own territory. Again, shout out. Thank you very much, Chris. That's very nice. Baseball news, the Brewers. Yes, I saw the Brewers advance to the playoffs. They clinched a playoff spot. First team to do so. Evans is a 3rd-string safety. Chris says, go Brewers. Yes, that was huge. Austin wants the Utes to lose. 1st and 10 for Utah. They're going to be at the 1. In the shotgun, receiver to the left, tight ends they have a lot of tight ends in there, all in tight. Dampier hands it off up the middle, and he's going to get about a yard, maybe 2. So that's going to give him a little bit of room here to work with, but still a little bit of a scary situation for him back deep into their own territory. Rogers, they're going to give Rogers 2 on that one. 2nd and 8. In the shotgun. Sending a man in motion. Dampier moving to his right. He's going to toss it. He's at the 3, the 5, and pushed out of bounds at the 7. So a gain of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 4. Should make it 3rd and 4 there. Just a little play action read. I think that's the play that comes to mind when I'm looking at that play there with the play action and the routes there. If you guys play some college football or Madden. 3rd and 4. In the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Dampier back by himself now. Dampier quickly fires. It's caught at the 10, and he's going to get the first down, still on his feet, brought down at the 19. Nice little catch and run by the tight end. Was that Bentley? Bentley with the catch. And this drive started at the 1. They're at the 19. In the shotgun is Dampier. Dampier going to come to the line and change it up a little bit. Running back right beside him. Hands it off. He's at the 20, bouncing it outside of the 25, takes a shot and brought down at the 30. Rogers with a nice run there, gain of 11. Brand new set of downs for Utah. Again, this started very, at the 1. So far, a good-looking drive. 7 first downs now for Utah. Wyoming with 5, but again, it seems like they've had to work a little bit harder for their first downs. It's going to be a direct snap. Oh, number 1 hurdles a guy, 40 at the 45, and he's dropped. But Parker with an amazing run just hurdled a Wyoming player. That might be a Sports Center top 10 if they still do that. They probably don't. Who got the ball? It's Utah. Utah is driving at the 46. Dampier drops back, fires in the flats, caught at the 45. He's at the 50 and pushed out of bounds at the 47. Late contact there, but I don't think anything's going to come of it. Andrews with the catch and run. The Utes definitely, yes, they have the ball. They're driving. Already crossing midfield. 2nd and 3. Dampier play action. Moving to his right. Fires. It's caught at the 40, but he took a shot. He actually dropped it. Oh, my goodness. That was a missile by the defender there. Just as soon as the receiver had it, he just took a huge hit. Not many people would hold on to that. Do you think the Browns cover the 12.5? I think I picked them to do so, but I don't know. I think because of Flacco returning to Baltimore, that's the only reason I have that pick there. 3rd and 3 in the shotgun. They need to get to the 44. They're at the 47. Dampier is going to keep it himself, and he's got the first down as he's brought down at the 41. Gain of 6. That's another Utah Utes first down. We're approaching the 11-minute mark. Not much scoring this one, as you can probably see, 3-0. Utah has had some opportunities, but they've had to settle for 3 multiple times. They missed 1. Wyoming got the ball at the 20, but then Anderson took a 15-yard sack, and they had a punt. Play action, Dampier moving to his right, fires deep down the right sideline. It is incomplete. Just a hair too far. The receiver made a nice effort, but could not make the catch. A little bit of hand grabbing there by really both parties, both the receiver and the corner. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 41. In the shotgun. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion. Dampier, play action, moving to his right. He's going to throw it away. I don't know what happened there. He gave up on the play really quickly. Guy in the flat may have come free, but yeah, I guess. So 3rd and 10 coming up for Utah. The Wyoming defense, a bend but don't break defense so far. Again, they haven't really played much competition, but they've only allowed, prior to this game, 7 points on the year. They're allowing 3.5 points a game. Only allowed 3 today to Utah. Dampier takes the snap. He's going to tuck it and run. He's at the 35 and brought down at the 32. And again, they need to get to the 31. So he's going to be a yard short. And they're probably going to stay on the field. Tantalize wants them to hold them. Utah, though, is staying on the field. Their offense is anyway. 4th and 1. They need to get to the 31. Dampier under center. And it looks like Wyoming is going to call a timeout. I believe that's their second timeout that they've used. Well, I could be wrong. It's saying that's their first. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they ended up not. I don't know. Oh, whatever. 3-0 Utah over Wyoming. With Utah with the ball, 4th and 1 when they come back. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys for clicking on the live stream. Really does help out a lot. Make sure to leave a like it up, and of course subscribe to the channel if you consider yourself a sports fan. If you're a college football fan, NFL fan, baseball fan, I got it all right here on this channel. We're a growing channel. Just 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. We just crossed over 800 today. So, again, thank you very much, everyone, for just tuning in, giving me a chance to cover this game for you. But, yeah, definitely leave a like. It looks like this. It looks like my thumb. You find a thumb, you click on it. Click on it. That's what you should do. And, of course, again, subscribe. It's free. It won't cost you a dime. I promise. No bill will be sent to you. There is still a poll. The poll is still relevant at this point because, again, it's only 3-0. 63% of you guys have Utah beating Wyoming by 25 or more points. 37% have Wyoming covering. Like, hey, what the heck are you talking about? 3-0 is the score, though. Of course, let's check over the football scores. Of course, this is brought to you by Coffee Beans. Coffee Beans, real person, a real sponsor. Thank you, Coffee Beans. All right, Miami all over South Florida. That one's pretty much over, 35-6 as they head to the 4th quarter. Charlotte barely holding on against Monmouth, 35-28. Ohio State 13, Ohio 3 at the half. Illinois 10, Western Michigan ended up not scoring. They're at the 1. I want to know what the heck happened there. Ole Miss 31, Arkansas 28 at the half. Old Dominion just shutting out Virginia Tech. Oh my gosh, 28-0 at the half. Virginia Tech definitely paid Old Dominion to come there to smack them around. LSU up 10-3 over Florida with 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Notre Dame up 24-14 over A&M, and A&M though with the ball. Vanderbilt, they are driving. Vanderbilt over South Carolina, I think, would be a victory for everybody here. Wyoming. Wyoming's about to meet Utah. Of course, I will paraphrase that there. All right, it's going to be 4th and 1. Again, Utah. They were driving. I guess they feel like they can get this yard. They are 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions. They need to get to the 31. They're at the 32. Under center's Dampier. Hard count. Didn't work. Changing it up. Telling the fullback and tight ends, hey, this is what we're doing. And it's going to hand it off to the running back, and he trips, but he's going to get there. He got lucky. He tripped, but he was able to fall forward as he gets to the 30-yard line. Gain of 2. Brand new set of downs for Utah. Whew. Yeah, that was close. Brand new set of downs for Utah. 1st and 10 coming up at the 30. In the shotgun. I don't see Dampier. We have another guy in there as he's going to hand it off, and he cuts to his left. He's at the 25, cuts inside of the 20, and pushed out of bounds at the 15, but there is a flag on the play. Holding on the offense. That'll back up Utah by 10. And Coach Whittingham can't believe it. He's wondering who is it on. Wyoming defense sneaky good. So far, that is true. Again, they have only allowed 7 points all year, well, prior to the field goal. And, again, they've pretty much been like a bend, but don't break defense. Dampier rushing yards. I got you covered, man. 53 on the ground, Travis. 1st and 20 in the shotgun. Play action. And Dampier's going to try to get something, but can't do it. Yo, put the game on. I'm sorry, Devon. You know, I really feel bad for you. But that's kind of a rule in this thing. You can find somebody else to cover the game for you because you're out of here. And yes, I know it might seem callous, but I've learned a few things over this time. You can't support the Steelers jersey. What in the world? 2nd and 20 in the shotgun. Dampier drops back. It's going to step up, fire. It's almost intercepted as it's knocked down. Incomplete. 3rd and 20. Coming up for Utah. I mean, you know, technically, again, I don't really know. The kicker seems like he has the leg. He really does. And, of course, they're playing in Wyoming, which, again, fun fact, apparently they are in the highest elevation stadium, or highest elevated stadium in all of the United States. So the kicker might be able to, I don't know, this would be interesting. 3rd and 20, though. They want to try to make it easier for him. Dampier drops back. Steps up, fires. It's caught at the 30, and he trips at about the 27. So they don't really have to worry about a long field goal here, as it looks like Dampier doing a good job of just trying to get some yards, making it a manageable field goal for his kicker. Jeff says, go Pokes. You got his for 66. Oh, okay. Nice insert jersey. Rodgers is the truth. Rodgers looked pretty good in week 1. Hopefully we see more of that. 45-yard attempt, pretty much right down the middle if he's able to make it. The kick is up. The kick. Oh, it doinked. He doinked it off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. And that was on the top of the upright, too. I mean, sheesh. Again, I don't know if it's because he has just such a huge leg or the elevation here in Wyoming, Laramie, Wyoming. But, man, he clearly has the leg, but he doinked it. So nothing doing for Utah. Curtis is 1 for 3 on the day. Don't worry, says Wyoming about to upset. I mean, this is going to be interesting. Again, Wyoming, I mean, they're doing a great job on defense, but they got to score. I think that's something we all know. They have to score, so they got to get a drive going here. And Utah, again, their defense, while, yes, Wyoming, we're giving a lot of praise to them, Utah they haven't allowed to score yet. So we'll see what happens here. 1st and 10 at the 27 as he's going to hand it off to the running back. He's at the 30 and pushed out of bounds at the 33. That was actually receiver there, Brantley, masquerading as a running back. A little bit of Ty Montgomery. I actually saw a lot of that earlier in the Buffalo-Kent State game. Well, I mean, it's getting gifted too many chances. Surely well, you'd think they'd capitalize. They need to. Jess says, let's go Utes in the shotgun. It's going to hand it off up the middle. And again, the Utah run defense, really specifically the run defense, has been good. He does actually fight forward for about 2, but just not much happening. As we're approaching 7 minutes here in the second quarter. Again, it's Utah 3, Wyoming nothing. Again, thank you guys for clicking on the live stream and giving me a chance to call this game for you. Need to get Chris Durr. Yes, Chris Durr has been the talk of the town. Need to get him open. 3rd and 2. They need to get to the 42.5. They're at the 40. Anderson drops back, firing deep down the left side. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Brantley, but nothing doing, just about a foot or 2 away from his outstretched hands. Incomplete. They may be punting yet again. Need to see him get him stopped. He's a stud. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, right now they've targeted Brantley. You definitely got the classic sportscaster. That's literally what I go for, but I appreciate you. Don't worry. Yeah, I try. It's just the classic radio call, pretty much. You can't see the game, so I want to try to mimic what you'd hear on the radios. There is the punt, 10, 20, 30. Punt of 43. Field at the 23, and he spun around at the 26. And that's where Utah will begin their next drive. Again, 3-0 is the score. Utah still on top, favored by 24. We'll see. We'll see. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy the call tonight, if you're a sports fan or you're a sports bet or whatever, this is what I do. I call games. I call college. I call NFL. And, of course, a lot of baseball. That's actually what got the channel going. Actually, just call. I mean, again, I don't know if you guys like baseball, but I called my 132nd baseball game today as well. Just my 5th college football game. This is it right here. So, again, we also just crossed 800 subscribers. We were at 30. I say we as in the channel, so I know that sounds weird, but anyway, yeah, 30 subs in March. We're over 800 today. So, again, thank you very much for your support. Appreciate you guys a lot. I really do. Again, if you do enjoy the call, if you enjoy sports, like and subscribe. As we'll check on the scores. Again, thank you, Coffee Beans, for sponsoring the scoreboard segment. Thank you very much. All right, let's see what we have as we check some scores. Texas Tech blowing out Oregon State 45-0. Miami all over South Florida 35-6. Mississippi State, yeah, okay. Let's see. USC 23, Purdue 10, Ohio State 13, Ohio 9. But Ohio State is driving at the Ohio 13, so they are inside the red zone. Illinois 10, Western Michigan nothing. Ole Miss 31, Arkansas 28 at the half. They had Virginia Tech getting blown out at home to Old Dominion. That is rough. LSU 10, Florida has just scored. They are an extra point away from tying it up. Notre Dame 24, A&M 14. They are driving, though, at the Notre Dame 40. 7 minutes to go in the first half there. Vanderbilt up 14-7 over South Carolina. I'm pulling for Vanderbilt. So much there. And that's pretty much it. They're in a shootout, yeah. Mississippi State and Alcorn State are tied at 60. Yeah, oh yeah. I don't think it's 63 apiece there, Steve. I think you might have to double check. Oregon looks like the best team in the country. I don't know about. I mean, if you're talking about Oregon, if you're talking about Oregon State, you're definitely being sarcastic. But Oregon, I don't know. I don't really know if there's a clear-cut number one, especially with Ohio State struggling. Oregon, I don't know. I need to see more, I guess, if that makes any sense. All right, Utah has the ball at the 27 in the shotgun. Dampier hands it up the middle, bounces it outside. He's at the 30, cuts inside, 35, brought down at the 36. That was Rogers with the carry, gain of 9. A&M scored as 24-21. Oh, man, that looks fun. That looks fun. But, hey, this has been a fun game, too. I know it's only 3-0, but, I mean, we've had some nice action here. 2nd and 1 in the shotgun yet again. 2 receivers to the left, 2 tight ends in tight to the right. Going right to left on your YouTube screen. Hands it up, and he's not going anywhere. He just saw a bunch of brown jerseys in his face as soon as he got the ball. That's going to be a loss of probably, 2 there, maybe? So it's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 3. Dampier screaming, telling somebody to get on the right side of the field. They're at the 34. They need to get to the 37 in the shotgun. 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Dampier keeps it, and he is fighting, but he's not going to get there. A gain of 1 when you needed 3. And they may have to punt. Again, Wyoming playing such a great defense. It's really a great defensive battle tonight. Wyoming, bend but don't break defense. Utah, I mean, you're really just on that side of the ball when it comes to that. Utah, Wyoming on offense, Utah defense. You're really seeing the clear like difference in ability. But it's only 3-0. As there is the punt, 10, 20, 30, 40. And that'll be fair caught at the 21. Punt of 44 yards. And again, Wyoming's got to get something going. Well, yeah, I've seen some comments that Utah is resting people. I don't know if that's true. All I can tell you is right now the players on the field evenly matched to a degree, kind of, on the scoreboard at least. Again, total yards 207 for Utah, 45 for Wyoming. But again, I mean, scoreboard is what matters. 3-0. Caden, do something. Defense is doing everything they can. I mean, Dampier is clearly electric, and they've done a good job of containing him. Rogers, whenever he gets the ball in open space, Rogers here, 9 for 56 on the ground. He's looked pretty good. That's a solid running back. So Utah has the pieces. 63-0. Yeah, I was wondering, Steve. Steve, thank you for stopping by as always, man. You've been here for a while now. Appreciate it. Utah's not resting anyone. Okay, well, George saying no, they're not. This is fake news. Misinformation, if you will. But again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy tonight's broadcast. This is what I do. I call games. Again, I crossed 800 today. And again, I was at 30 subs in March. So again, we've come a long way. It's a growing channel, so you may as well hop on while the train is not too full. But yeah, this is what I do. College football, NFL, and of course baseball. So again, if you're a fan of either of those sports, if you're a sports bettor, definitely subscribe. If the wife, girlfriend wants you to do chores and work around the house and you can't watch the game, just put me on to the side. Hey, it's okay. I got you covered. I'll provide you the play-by-play update till you can go over to your TV and watch the game. This is what I do. I call games. Notre Dame just threw a pick. Oh, that's huge. Oh, I see what you got doing. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Utah should be on upset alert. It's close. The only thing, I mean, again, if you're Utah, I don't know, how many Utah, Wyoming fans here, whatever. Obviously, Wyoming's doing a great job. And again, it seems like we're all about Wyoming. But to be clear, it really has. When you look at the yardage, I mean, Utah 208 to Wyoming 45. Eventually, Utah is going to break into the end zone. So Wyoming has to get it going here. So that Wyoming obviously playing great. But Utah, they have been the better team today. Make no mistake about it. They are looking much better. They will eventually get in. They will. At least once. But of course, I appreciate the comments. I appreciate your opinions. I really do. I mean, again, we might disagree, but that's okay. That is okay. So, 1st and 10 at the 21, going left to right on your YouTube screen. 4:49 left to go in the first half. In the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Sending him again in motion. Anderson drops back, looking to his left, fires. It is caught at the 45 and tackled at the 46, the opposite side of the 50. I think Wyoming's going to break through at some point. I mean, right now, very much so. Big play on first down. Gain of about, 34 maybe? I'm not too sure. So 1st and 10 for Wyoming on the other side of the 50. They're going to mark it at the 47. Gain of 32. In the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. And there's a stoppage of play. Whistles being blown. Referees saying, hey, stop it. Timeout, Utah. That's what it is. Kyle Whittingham is staring very intently into somebody's soul. I don't know who, but I'm glad I'm not it. So, yeah, again, Utah up 3-0. Let's see. It's all second string players. Caught Cheers and Rhino's show on NFL predictions. He'll sprinkle. Well, I mean, again, Steve, I'm not an expert. I will say, though, I am 13-4 so far in the NFL. I might know a little something. I am pretty darn good. I do know ball. It's just the first year on YouTube. So you guys will find that out maybe in a few years. I don't know. We'll see. 1st and 10 coming up for Wyoming. Again, they're on the other side of the 50. 4 minutes to go in the first half. It's been a good one. It's been a great one, to be honest with you. Despite the 3-0 score, we've had plenty of action in this one. in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 tight ends in tight, sending a man in motion. Anderson. He's going to keep it on the RPO. He's going to stumble forward, and he might get back to the line of scrimmage again. Utah just, their defensive line, I mean, they've penetrated the offensive line of Wyoming more times than not. It looks bad there. Can they finish? Yeah, that's the question. The same thing with Utah, really. Again, they get close, but nothing. You'll be surprised if Wyoming. It would be a surprise. Again, they were favored by 24.5. 2nd and 10. Anderson is under center. Anderson, play action, drops back. Oh, the blitz. Oh, there's a fumble, and it's recovered by Utah. Oh, man, that might be a costly turnover after such a big play. It just felt like everything was moving in slow motion over there. Anderson just going. Again, play action under center, dropping back. It just felt like it was moving in slow motion, except for the edge rusher, number 90, looking like TJ Watt over there. I mean, that looks pretty good over there. TJ Watt Jr. giving Utah the ball at about the 46. So 1st and 10 for Utah. Trips to the left, 1 tight end in tight to the right. Dampier awaiting the snap. Dampier drops back, looking to his left. Fires. It's caught at the 41. Sliding catch by Davis. Nice little gain of about 6. Yeah, today, 3 streams. That's a lot of streams today. That's Utah football again. They look good. 2nd and 4. Ouchie and indeed. 2nd and 4. Dampier hands it off. And, he's got some space. He's at the 35 and brought down at the 29. Who was that? Number 1. I don't know if we've seen him today. We probably have. I just forgot. I'm used to Rogers. That wasn't Rogers. But it doesn't matter. They're at the 29. Dampier, play action, moving to his right. Fires. It is caught at the 19, and that should be enough for another Utah first down. That was caught by Davis. Davis has been a favorite target for Dampier. 1st and 10 at the 19. They're in the red zone. Dampier. He hands it off. He's at the 20, 15, 10, spinning around. Oh, and the ball came out. And Wyoming has it. Oh, my goodness. What is happening? But there is a flag. Ooh, there is a flag. And I don't know. Wyoming, you're acting like this is not good. We'll see. As of now, there's a fumble recovered by Wyoming. Oh, man, this game is drunk. During the play, holding on the offense. That's going to be declined. Wyoming forces a turnover of their own. Oh, my goodness. Wow, what a game. 3-0 or 47-44. I don't know. It's pretty good. So Utah fumbles the ball. Wyoming getting the ball. Now, again, they're going to be they're deep in their own territory. They're going to be at the 4. And there is the 2-minute warning that has to come up. So, again, Wyoming needs a drive. They need to get something going. Insane sequence. Exactly. Everyone has a handling problem. Anderson hands it off up the middle, and I don't even know if he got back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, my goodness. Again, Utah's defensive line has been very good, to say the least. But that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 1:58 left to go in the first half. Utah up 3-0 on Wyoming. Why announce the penalty, just pick up the play and move on? Yeah, that's fair. Maybe it's to build the drama, Steve. That's what it is. What a game. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys for hanging on out. Make sure to leave a like. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. This is what I do. I call games. And I try to target games that might not be, popular among the streamers for when it comes to college football. I want to make that clear. When it comes to college football, I really try to focus on games that might not be covered by, official Jaguar, or, I don't really know the college football streamers, to be honest with you. I know Tom Grassi doesn't do college, but I'm just saying that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. For the NFL, of course, obviously Steelers, and the other NFL game is voted on by the subscribers of the channel. So tomorrow, my subs voted for Eagles Chiefs. I know that's a shocker, but that is what I'll be calling after the Steelers game. But yeah, and I also do a lot of baseball. I've done a lot of baseball this year, already 132 games for baseball, and we'll, of course, keep on that. We'll keep going there. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do. This is what I do. And maybe this turns into something special. We'll see. But again, 6 months ago, I was at 30 subs. Now I'm at 800. So that's pretty good growth. I'm pretty happy with it. Wyoming's a very tough place to win. I'm seeing that right for the first time here, Sean. This is looking good. This is a good game. Steelers got the Hawks. I hope so. They should. They should win. It should be an easy dub there, Jeff. But to be honest with you, Steeler fans know that nothing ever comes easy to the Steelers. They don't know how to win big anymore. So if we do win, I'm going to be sweating it out with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. That's just the way it is. So I just miss Big Ben. Big Ben, that guy made things easier. Even with him, there'd still be a lot of games where it's cutting it close. Anyway, Wyoming will have the ball. Again, they're deep, in their own territory. It's going to be 2nd and 10 at their own 4. That was actually not number 1. That was number 3 with the fumble there. Just looking at the replay there. So 2nd and 10, 1:58 left to go. Here in the second quarter, I have no idea why that says 144 there. That's crazy, but that is fake news. Okay, so they lost a yard. Wait a second. I have no idea what I'm looking at. All right, 2nd and 10 at the 3, apparently. They were at the 3 the entire time. In the shotgun, Anderson awaiting the snap. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Mandela effect. I swear they were at the 4 just to play a go. All right, it's going to hand it up the middle, and he's fighting. He's at the 5 and brought down at the 8. Again, I guess they're trying to make some space for the punter. I don't know. They have struggled to pass the ball. They've really struggled in every single facet of the offense. Again, you can kind of see right here, I'm trying to point there. Right there on that side, you can see, again, Utah with 251 yards of offense, Wyoming with 70. They did take a timeout, by the way. There was a timeout on the field. So we'll see. We'll see what they do here. It's going to be 3rd and 6, so they only gave them 4. I'm going to highlight the Utah miscues again. A missed field goal, a wide right. Bills fans love the sound of that, and this one was a doink. So Bears fans love that one. And, of course, a costly fumble right just a few moments ago. That is huge. And again, 3-0. It could be anyone's game, but again, I still looking at the statistics. Utah they've been driving. So Wyoming has to take advantage. They got to get something going. 3rd and 6 in the shotgun. Trips to the left, 1 to the right. It's a bubble screen. It's caught at the 5, 10, and will he get there? It's going to be close. I think he's going to be about a half a yard short as he's brought down at about the 12.5-yard line. They needed to get to the 13. So decision time again. It'd be almost suicide to really go for it and miss it. Can you get half a yard? It's deep in your own territory. Logically, you punt it away, but I just feel like it's something that Utah, they're going to actually put it together here with 2 minutes to go. There's a timeout. They're going to talk it over. Wyoming is a very defensive college. I feel offense was at least half as good as defense. They'd definitely be in the lead right now. Well, I guess they go with complement. It's kind of like what the Steelers have attempted to do the past, 6 years, 5 years. I don't really know. But, yeah, you play kind of a conservative offense. It makes your defense look a lot better because you're draining the clock. You know, you eat up the clock, you play field position, ball control, and your defense gets less reps. Okay, they're going to just cut back for a commercial. They're going to punt it. And Wyoming, all of a sudden, hold on. They're going to punt it, but now everyone is screaming at each other. The head coach is. I think he wants the refs to look over this. Like, hey, can you at least look at the spot on the field? So I don't know. I haven't seen the replay yet. So bear with me, folks. Another delay on here. Dr. Delay. I know that's kind of annoying. Does the elbow and forearm come down? I don't know. That's so close. I don't know. I'm just going to say they're going to have to punt it because that's close. Wyoming an offense, I think, back in like 91, they had one. All right, so they're not going to get it. So, yeah, they're going to have to punt it away with about a minute 47 left to go. And again, Utah, they've been knocking on the door. They might be able to burst through here. We'll see. As here is the punt. 20, 30, 40. Oh, that's a huge punt. Returning at the 30, 35. He's at the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. Cutting inside, 35, 30. He's got an entourage. 15, 10. Pushed out of bounds at the 9. I saw that call from Kevin Heartland, but it's okay. But there is a flag on the play. And this might wipe it away. This would be huge if it's against Utah. Holding on Utah. That's going to back them up. Oh, that's a huge return nullified. Coach Whittingham can't believe it. Oh, my goodness. Utah just can't seem to break through. Whenever you think they do, they can't. Oh, wow. That's going to back him up all the way. If that's at whenever he fielded it, that's going to be like at the 20. No, it's okay. It's going to be a spot foul. Okay, so they're actually going to be at their own 45, so not exactly terrible, but it does wipe away a big play. Dampier drops back, fires. It's caught at the 50, immediately runs out of bounds at the 49. That was Davis yet again. Davis, he has been like a Wes Welker, Julian Edelman tonight. As of now, 5 catches, 55 yards. Nice play. Well, thank you, Brian. I try. It's all fake, but I try. 2nd and 4. Dampier drops back, fires. It's caught at the 45 again to Davis. Immediately running out of bounds. Nickeling and diming. That's a brand new set of downs for Utah. Games at Wyoming are crazy for Utah. Wyoming upset. Let's see if it happens. Want to see the Buffs play a 3-0. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Colorado and Wyoming. 1st and 10 at the 45. In the shotgun, Dampier drops back, looking to his left, steps up, fires it deep down the left sideline, and that is incomplete. That one was well over the head of the receiver. Hey, the Beavs actually scored a touchdown. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Utah trying their hardest to let Wyoming upset, apparently. Wyoming's getting gifted everything right now. Wyoming just haven't been able to break through. But Utah, again, they've been marching down the field, but, I mean, they've only gotten 3 points. 2nd and 10 in the shotgun. Dampier drops back, looking to his left. Now moving to his right, throws, and it's going to be sailing out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So we'll see what it is. They're saying it might be a hold. They're going to accept it, so it's going to be 2nd and 20. It would have been a tough one, 3rd and 10, 2nd and 20. I guess you want to... Oh, wow, yeah, he literally just... Yeah, that is a clear and obvious hold. But, yeah, that's a tough one. But, yeah, they're going to just take the yardage there. 2nd and 20 coming up for the Utes. Christmas in Wyoming. Yeah, apparently. It's saying 3rd and 20. No, it's 2nd and 20. The CBS is wrong. 2nd and 20 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Dampier drops back, looking to his right. Now he's moving to his right. Keeping his eyes downfield, fires it deep, and it is incomplete, but there's a bunch of flags, and yeah, the throw was a little bit underthrown. Bentley, heavy contact as the defender ran right into him. Dampier just throwing a 50-50 ball, and it didn't really get to his target, but the defender didn't know that and just crashed into him. Pass interference. That's a 15-yard penalty. Utah didn't bring whiskey for the refs. That's an important gesture, especially in Wyoming. Oh, man, what a game. Again, 3-0 is the score, but I swear this is one of the best 3-0 games I've ever seen. So Utah will have a brand new set of downs. Looks like it'll be at the 40. 57 seconds left to go in the first half. And they don't have any timeouts. Dampier in the shotgun. Drops back, looking to his left. Fires. It is caught at the 35 and tackled immediately. And he trying to get out of bounds, but nothing doing. As the clock continues to run. About 42 seconds and counting. Ball at the 34 in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Dampier drops back, looking to his left. He catches it at the 30. And he will get the first down as he lunges forward to the 28. That will stop the clock temporarily. But it's going to start up really quickly. There it is. 1st and 10 at the 28 in the shotgun. Dampier drops back, looking to his left. Fires. It is caught, but I think it was out of bounds. Incomplete. Go Wyoming, says Paul. How's my Braden Johnson? Braden Johnson. 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 Where are you at, Braden Johnson? What does he play? If he plays offense, I don't have much information on him. As 2nd and 10. Drops back. Dampier. Heavy pressure. Moving to his left. Now moving to his right. Throws. It is incomplete. As it's 3rd and 10 now with 14 seconds left to go in the first half. Maybe I'm overlooking it here. I don't think I'm seeing him. But if he's on defense, linebacker, I got you. Okay, if you could give me a few seconds here, we're about to go to half. I'll hop on over to the ESPN side. They have all the stats there. 3rd and 10 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. Drops back. Steps up. Fires. It is caught. Did he keep the foot in bounds? That was a great catch. Did he keep it in bounds? The referees, I don't even know where they are. Incomplete. Bentley with a nice catch, but unable to keep the foot in bounds. So looks like Utah will have to settle for 3. Again, he's 1 for 3. He's missed from 45 both times. He's made from 43, and this one is a 46-yarder from the left hash. And it looks like Wyoming will have to play for a field goal. Give me a second. I can go and look at it right now. Johnson. Braden Johnson has 4 tackles on the day. So 4 tackles. There you go, Dampier. 4 tackles for Braden Johnson. 44 tackles for Wyoming, 19 for Utah. Again, that's just it's honestly amazing that it's 3-0. I mean, obviously not with how you've heard the game go today, but it's just with how much offense Utah has had. You can see it, 272 yards, 79 total yards for Wyoming. It's 3-0. It's amazing. Wyoming running attack, yeah, it's been pretty much, the Utah defensive line has been all over. Really scary injury in the A&M. Oh, that's a shame. Hopefully everything is okay there. We had a serious injury here, but probably I wouldn't call it scary. So 4th and 10, again, they're going to kick the field goal. 46-yard attempt from the left hash. He's 1 for 3. He's missed 1. Wide right and doinked 1. Snap, hold, kick is up. Oh, and it's blocked! What in the world is this game? I can't believe it. Wow. This is what in the world is happening? This is amazing. He blocked it. That's crazy. Jeez. So Wyoming will have the ball with 3 seconds left. I imagine they're just going to take the knee. Let's go, Wyoming. Come on, Wyoming. Perza laughing it up. He was ranked number 2 nationally, number 1 in conference. Oh, wow. Okay, I did not know that. That's pretty cool. As there is the knee. 3-0 at the half. What a game. Oh, my goodness. Folks, we have a great game on our hands. 3-0. I know it sounds crazy. If you're just tuning in like, what are you talking about? 3-0? Do you know football? Oh, I assure you I do. And everyone here that has witnessed this from start to so far the half, it has been a great game. Oh, my gosh. What a game. Do you think Wyoming will pick it up after halftime? Colton, man, I don't know. The offense is a problem. Like I said, it's going to they're going to need to force a turnover. Pick 6. They're going to have to set up Wyoming inside their own 10. And even then, I don't know if they'll be able to punch it in. But the defense of Wyoming, the special teams of Wyoming, I mean, it's been amazing. This game it's on something, Jeff. It's on something. How Wyoming walked away from that only down 3 points is incredible. It is. Oh, my gosh. What a game. Folks, what a half. And, again, I appreciate you guys for clicking on the live stream. I really do. Again, I'm just a little channel, but we're growing. So, again, if you can, make sure to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. This is what I do. I call games, and I really try to get a good performance. I don't want to be like, the other guys that just, talk, oh, what a play. Well, what happened on that play? Oh, touchdown. Yeah, I don't know. I just try. I try to make it as entertaining as I can. So if you like that, definitely like and subscribe. Again, this is what I do. Baseball, college football. I really try to focus on games that aren't necessarily on the local television. And for the NFL, of course, I cover the Steelers and, of course, another NFL game that is voted on by the subscribers of the channel. So, yes, Eagles-Chiefs is the game I'll cover after, and that was voted on by the subscribers of the channel. That could be you next week. Holy Toledo. Oh, yeah. How have the Utes, the Utes, I said Utes. How have the Utes looked? Well, you can see here, if you can, they have 272 total yards. They have only allowed 78, and they're only up 3-0. It is rough right now to be a Utes fan. Again, you have to feel good that you have pretty much dominated this game, but Utah has just struggled. You think the Steelers can beat the Seahawks? I think we can. I'm not going to say it's a guaranteed win because I'm a Steelers fan. I know that it can be tough. Aaron Rodgers is really good on the Steelers. He has been. I'd like to see it some more, though. Let's see another game, but he looks really good. I'm really happy about it. All right, some stats for the half. Dampier, 10 for 16, 91 yards. Again, I really feel like, though, his impact has been more on the ground. Well, more than that in a second. Caden Anderson, 3 for 10, 53 yards. Again, it's got to be better than that. That is a problem, but that's not really the biggest problem. We'll get into that in a second. Utah rushing. Rogers, 9 carries, 56 yards. Dampier, 9 carries, 54 yards. Again, just extending the play. That is what Dampier has he's done a great job of that tonight. I'd expect to see that more in the second half. Parker, 2 carries, 27 yards. Johnson, 1 carry, 16 yards. Snowden, 2 for 7. For Wyoming, and again, this is the problem. Samuel Harris, 3 for 17. That's not too shabby. Kelman, 3 for 15. Not too bad. Brantley, 1 for 6. Honestly, it's actually a little bit better than I'm thinking because of the minus yards there. But again, even if you take that away, what is that, 39 yards? So that's just over 2.5 a carry. That's just not going to work. That's just not working. The Utah defensive line has just been all over Wyoming. How many games have you called today? This is my third game. 2. This is my second football game. 1 baseball game. Can't watch the game on TV. Why do they make it impossible? I don't know. I totally feel you there, Will. But yeah, I totally understand. Steelers should trade for Alvin Kamara. I don't know about that. Is this game airing? It's on CBS Sports Network, Prisma. It's definitely a drunk game, Daniel, for sure. But again, just Wyoming can't run the ball, and they've struggled with the passing attack as well. So they really need to get that going, or else you're going to really see more of this. And I don't know how much more how much the Wyoming defense can keep this up. Obviously, Wyoming defense is a bend but don't break, and they're playing amazing. Shout out to the Cowboys tonight, but I don't know if they can keep it up. I mean, to do this for like 60 minutes would be impressive. Leading tacklers, Eller, 9 tackles for Wyoming. Let's see, Jones-Thomas has a pass deflection. Same with Miller here, Danzius Miller. For Utah, John Henry Daly leading when tackles and sacks, tackles for loss. He has been a wrecker. And Snowden with a pass deflection. But yeah, again, the team stats, it's just one-sided. I mean, so ESPN has it 267 for Utah, 78 for Wyoming. I mean, again, it's 15 first downs for Utah, 6 for Wyoming. You just can't do it. 177 watching, 50 likes. Yes, hit that like. You got to like it up. And, of course, subscribe to the channel, man. If you're a sports fan, do it. Do it now. Utah, of course, controlling the ball for 19 minutes. Wyoming just over 10, so pretty much 2-1 there. I mean, again, Wyoming defense, they got to be exhausted. So Wyoming they have to make this happen in the second half. You spiked the Gatorade. This is better than paying money to watch the game. Well, I'm glad. Hey, I'm glad to be able to do a good job, man. I appreciate it. I mean, it's not always like this. I'm not gonna lie. I will mess up. I've already messed up multiple times tonight. If you guys didn't notice, then I'm good at covering up my tracks. But I've already messed up. But I appreciate you guys for the compliments. You guys have been awesome tonight. I'm gonna get a good halftime speech. The offense needs a butt kicking. Yeah, they do. Who got hurt in this game? Oh, it was a Utah guy. I honestly can't recall, Chris. I'm very sorry about that. I cannot recall. Who was it? I don't know if I think it was like number 1 or something. I can't recall, and I'm really sorry. I can't remember. Let's check over some scores from across college football. Again, this section here, this moment is brought to you by Coffee Beans. Yes, that's a real person. That's a real sponsor. She's sponsoring this halftime segment, or this college football scoreboard segment here. All right, let's refresh because I want to make sure we're up to date. I want to make sure we're good here. Okay, USC, they're up 30. Whoa, what happened? Okay, Texas Tech has just defeated Oregon State. Oregon State actually put up 14 there in the fourth quarter. There we go. 45-14 Texas Tech over Oregon State. USC 30, Purdue 17. 7 minutes to go in the fourth. Ohio State up 23-9 over Ohio. And I feel like that should be much more of a blowout, but that's not a good performance there. But shout out to Ohio for hanging in there. Illinois up 24-0 on Western Michigan. That's more like what we would have expected from that matchup. Ole Miss up 38-28 on Arkansas in the third quarter. Old Dominion just blowing out Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech has scored 38-7. Jacksonville State 34, Georgia Southern 31 in the fourth quarter. That looks like it's a good game there. Georgia State 30, Murray State 7. Southern Miss 24, Appalachian State 14. Rice over Prairie View 31-10. LSU Florida 13-10 at the half. Evans. Okay, that's right. Evans is hurt. Let's go down here. Frank. Okay. That was brutal for me, bud. But it's all good. It's all good. Appreciate you for stopping by. New sub. Thank you, Mike, man. You're a legend. I appreciate you, man. All the subs are legends, man. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. Let's see. A&M, they've taken the lead in Notre Dame. Notre Dame, I was told they threw a costly pick. But yeah, it looks like A&M recovered. Ohio's actually, they are decent, but I would still expect Ohio State to take care of business over Ohio. But yeah, you are correct. Ohio State's home. I mean, it's not like it's in Ohio. I would see that score happening in Ohio, but not in Ohio State. That's a problem. Kentucky 28, Eastern Michigan 16. Iowa 36, UMass is they only have 7. So Iowa putting up some points tonight. Look at that. Louisiana Tech 27, New Mexico State 14. Eastern Carolina 17, Coastal Carolina nothing. Vanderbilt leading South Carolina 14-7 at the half. Let's go Vanderbilt. Tulane 24, Duke 9 approaching halftime. TCU up 28-0 on Abilene Christian. Navy up 21-17 on Tulsa. Florida Atlantic and Florida International. FAU and FIU 12-14, 14-14 at the half, and Akron UAB, or they're about to be at the half. Akron UAB 17-17 in that one. Let's see. Frank, appreciate it. Again, you're a legend. I appreciate you guys. Again, if you do like what you're hearing tonight, make sure to like and subscribe. Out of 16 underdog picks, 15 have lost. You need Wyoming to win, Dan. I mean, it's possible. Ohio Bobcats. Again, I agree. I completely agree. And if they won the MAC, it would not surprise me by any means. But again, Ohio State's at home. Like that's the thing. Like they should be putting away the MAC. They really should. I don't know what the heck Purdue's doing here on my screen, but anyway, final scores from earlier. Penn State all over Villanova 52-6. Oregon over Northwestern 34-14. Miami 49, South Florida 12. So unfortunately, South Florida will probably be unranked after tonight. Georgia throwing game earlier over Tennessee 44-41. Texas over UTEP 27-10. Again, another game where it's like, well, Texas, obviously UTEP, they ain't all that great, but Texas should have blown out UTEP. Georgia Tech, that's really the story of the day. Georgia Tech over Clemson. I think Clemson will be out of the top 25. I think most people would agree. That is just pathetic. 24-21. Oklahoma over Temple 42-3. Iowa State over Arkansas State 24-16. I feel like that, again, should have been another game that should have been more of a blowout, even if Arkansas State were home. Alabama 38, Wisconsin 14. Michigan 63, Central Michigan 3. Auburn 31, South Alabama 15. Missouri 52, Louisiana 10. Non-ranked games: Nebraska over Houston Christian 59-7. Maryland over Towson 44-17. Virginia, William defeated William and Mary 55-16. Baylor over Samford 42-7. Memphis over Troy 28-7. Buffalo over Kent State. Covered that one earlier. It was an awesome game, just like this one. 31-28. Ball State over New Hampshire 34-29. Delaware over UConn in overtime. What a game that would have been. 44-41. Rutgers 60. Norfolk State 10. Jeez, Michigan State 41, Youngstown State 24, North Texas 59, Washington State 10, SMU 28, Missouri State 10, Pittsburgh. I believe they blew out West Virginia. I think it was 59-0. I think, was it 59-0, guys? Yeah, I don't know. You guys might have to fill me in on that one. North Carolina over Richmond 41-6. Cincinnati blowing out Northwestern State 70-0. UTSA 48, Incarnate Word 20, Toledo 60. Morgan State, nothing. Holy Toledo indeed. Bowling Green, 23. Liberty, 13. Middle Tennessee, 14. Nevada, 13. Mississippi State, 63. Alcorn, 0. Kennesaw State, 27. Merrimack, 13. Marshall, 38. Eastern Kentucky, 7. And Charlotte over Monmouth, 42-35. Yeah, what a day. Let's see here. Thought you were going to win, too. You're talking about Wyoming. Well, I mean, again, they're hanging in there. Georgia Tech's coach, Brett Key, seems like he knows how to motivate players. Yeah, Georgia Tech, I mean, they almost beat Georgia last year. I mean, shoot. Georgia Tech might be an underrated program, just a scrappy team playing everybody tough. I like that. Yeah, Frank, it was rough. I actually caught the end of that game after the baseball stream. I went... And as soon as I sat down, the Penguins. The Panthers are up 24-14. So apparently, I'm good for us to sit down and watch West Virginia score 17 and beat us in overtime. So I'm bad luck for the Panthers apparently. Jeez. Again, I don't know how much time is left, but again, if you haven't done so already, make sure again to like and subscribe. Feel free to chat down below if you guys want to chat about whatever. Now's the time to do that because there's nothing I got nothing for you. Nothing at all. I guess I can still keep that poll up, but I mean, if it's close, if it's still like a 3 or 7 point game heading into the fourth quarter, I am going to just flat out ask, like, hey, who do you think's going to win this game? Not the spread. Forget the spread. I mean, geez. I mean, this is anyone can win. We need. Are you West Virginia? You West Virginia? I mean, that's fair. I mean, that is all good. I have no problem. I'm not really diehard when it comes to Pitt. I mean, I like them, but if they lose, it's like, okay, well, it's like the Pirates, the Pittsburgh Pirates. If you guys know about baseball, the Pirates stink. They're the Browns of the Major League Baseball. So it's like, okay, well, it's just another loss. Like, you can't hurt me already. I've already been hurt type of thing. Oh, you're a Mountaineer? Okay. Yeah, it was a good win. Good comeback. Good comeback. Kind of a bummer for me, but like I said, it's whatever. I mean, we were 7-0 last year, and then we fell apart. So we lost to Toledo in the bowl game. Just so terrible. I'm a fire Narduzzi guy. So yeah, that guy needs to go. You're a Steelers fan. Nice. Heck yeah. What's your prediction for Steelers game tomorrow? Again, it's gonna be close, Jeff. I mean, you know, it really wouldn't shock me if it's like 21-17. It really wouldn't. I think it'll be like a close game coming down to the last few seconds, just like most Steeler games have for the past 6, 7 years, 8 years, honestly, since 2018. Yeah, that was really the turning point in the Steelers franchise when it started going down. But again, we still had some solid teams. 2018 was a really good team. They just fell apart down the stretch. AB, of course, Le'Veon Bell sitting out. Like, that was just that was kind of doomed from the start, but we just didn't really see it till it actually. We were 7-2. Like, we were good, and then we just fell apart. 2019, Ben got hurt. 2020, that was the frauds year. And again, I disagree with social media 100%. I think they blew that out of proportion. It was a really good team. And believe it or not, I feel like if the Steelers had lost like an early game, let's just say they were like 2-1 to start the year, and then they were like 10-1, wouldn't have gotten them as much hate as they did. I know it's kind of weird and silly, but that's literally, I think that would have happened. Like, they wouldn't have gotten the hate. Defense needs to play. Yeah, the Steelers defense. I mean, the Steel Curtain. I mean, I haven't really seen them since like the Bill Cowher days because they look terrible. They look terrible. Hopefully, we'll be back in action here soon. Again, it's been a great game. Wyoming all over Utah. And when it comes to like craziness, I mean, it's amazing what has happened in this game. It really has. But again, I still think Utah. They've looked so much better. I really think there's only so much. I mean, Wyoming needs to do something on offense because I don't know how much longer the defense and all the voodoo magic can work for Wyoming. Browns are the Green Goblin of the Steelers. They lose everyone else but Incher and beat the I don't know. I mean, I think it's more of a recent thing there. Worry. I don't know. I mean, I still. Now, they have, like, whenever Pittsburgh goes to Cleveland, I don't think they've won since Ben retired. Like, 2022, they lost with Trubisky. 23, they lost with Pickett. Last year, we lost with Russ. So, yeah, but 2021, obviously, I mean, Ben won. Really, Ben could beat the Browns in Cleveland. So, I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know. I mean, I think Rodgers can go into Cleveland and win. I do, because we have a quarterback now. Do you still believe in Mike as the head coach? I do not. But all he has to do is win a playoff game, and I'm good. I'm good with him. But it's been 8 years since we won a playoff game, so that is where I'm like, he's got to go. But again, if he wins this year, then it's all good. Then I'll be good because I just need to see something in the playoffs. Like, when I have as many playoff wins as you have since 2018, there's a problem. I think you might just be overrated. So, Steelers look good this year. We'll see. Again, it's only one game. I don't want to get my hopes up. But their offense looked good. Their defense still looked pretty terrible. Jesse James, no TD game. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. 2017. Oh, no, 2018. 28. That was 28. No, it was 2017. Yeah, we were. That was the number 1 seed year. We could have had the number 1 seed. Oh, man, I'm thinking Super Bowl. If we get the number 1 seed, we host Tennessee. in the divisional round. And then New England, Jacksonville, they play in the divisional round, not the conference championship. We beat Tennessee. We would crush Tennessee. We host probably New England. And again, I think we beat New England in New England. I really do. Or in New England, we beat New England in Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh would have the number 1 seed. But even if we beat Jacksonville that year, we would lose in New England. Yeah, we just didn't win there. We actually still don't. I don't even remember the last time we've won in New England. You got Rodgers now. Should be straight. We should be. We should. But I don't know. I mean, I've been hurt a lot as a sports fan. The last so many years, the Steelers were the one team that was consistently good, and I don't know. But we are back on the coverage, so we might be back. We might be coming back to this one. Again, this has been a crazy game. Utah up 3-0. If you're tuning in, you're like, well, this is the worst game ever. Well, I disagree. That is called box score watching. Because what we have witnessed today is the greatest 3-0 game I've ever seen. And I'm sure these guys in the chat would convince you as well. That's a touchdown we played in the Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I think we win it that year, too. I think we beat Nick Foles for sure. Did you see TCU? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, that was, I think, 2 weeks ago. But, yeah, that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing for North Carolina. Okay. Hopefully we get closer. Okay, we're getting closer to action here. So Wyoming's going to kick off to Utah to start the second half. And what a game. What a game it's been. I have plenty of water here just in case my voice goes out. I'll keep going. But, man, this is what Wyoming does. Hey, I might need to cover more Wyoming games. If they're on, again, I try to cover games that might not be seen to most people, but, shoot. We'll see. This has been pretty fun. All right, here is the kickoff. We are back. Utah fields it at the 5, 10, 15, and he is hit at the 17 trying to reverse field. Nothing doing. So already Wyoming looking that they came out on all cylinders, firing on all cylinders because Utah going to have very poor field position. That was only a return of 13. Sanford Bulldogs logo on your rotating scoreline, super awesome. Okay. Appreciate you. 1st and 10 at the 17 in the shotgun. Trips to the right. Dampier sending a man in motion. Takes the snap. Play action. Throws. It's going to be a little screen here at the 20, 25, 30, and pushed out of bounds at the 31. Catch and run by Andrews. That is a first down for Utah. 3-0. Oh, man. Snowman, it is a game. This is the game of the year. I'm not even kidding. Get your popcorn ready. This is awesome. 1st and 10 at the 31. Dampier in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Dampier hands it off. He's got some space at the 35, 40, bouncing it outside 45, and gang tackled at the 46. But there is a flag on the play, and this may come back. That was a gain of 16. Again, if this comes back, this is just another example of just Utah getting a big play, but then having it erased. Now, the referees, they're talking this over quite a bit. Utah used to play Wyoming every year. War Memorial doesn't intimidate them. Oh, it's holding on the defense. Oh, my goodness. That is costly, and it's going to be 10 yards to the end of the run. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's a killer. So it was a gain of 16 plus the 10 yards. The Wyoming coach is irate. He can't believe it. It's like, well, you can't do that. Not at the end of the play. It's either the gain, or it's either the 16-yard or the 10-yard penalty. I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. I don't know. Anyway, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 44. In the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Dampier hands the ball off up the middle, and he is not going to get much. He's moving the legs, but that's going to be a gain of about a yard. As again, the Wyoming defense has been good tonight. Let's see some more good stuff from this game. Oh, yeah, it's fun. Love your football play-by-play. I try. Thank you, Snowman. Appreciate it. Folks, again, if you love sports, check out Snowman Multimedia. He also covers sports like I. Definitely subscribe to the channel. 2nd and 9 in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Dampier drops back, looking to his right, fires. It's caught at the 30, lowers his head, brought down at the 27. Points to the first down, and that's indeed what happened. Brand new set of downs for the Utes. Referee's getting more throwing yards. yeah, 100%. I saw the A&M is up at the half, man. That is crazy. It looks like a good game. 1st and 10 at the 28. Dampier, play action, looking to his left, fires. It is incomplete. Hearns with the pass breakup. Very good coverage. He was on him. Like a blanket. Honestly, I should have said something else. It would have been way cooler. But blanket works. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Utes. Again, Wyoming. We've seen this, though. Again, Utah would drive the field, and then Wyoming. That's whenever the bend but don't break defense comes in. 2nd and 10 in the shotgun. He's going to keep it on the RPO. Cuts inside and is brought down at about the 25-yard line. Looks like it's a gain of 3 for Utah. So 3rd and 7 coming up. Man, what a game this has been. Again, 2 missed field goals and then the block, actually. So technically 3 turnovers after turnovers. Like one team will turn it over, then the other team turns it over the next play. You have it all. 3rd and 7. Utah is converted on 3rd down 4 out of 10 times. Dampier is going to keep it on the direct snap. Oh, he's at the 20, 15, 10, cuts inside, and he's tackled at the 2. Oh, my goodness. A shoestring tackle keeping him from going into the end zone, but Utah is knocking on the door. And like I said, Wyoming could have only kept up that performance for so long. They can only keep him out of the end zone for so long. So this offense of Wyoming is going to have to respond. And looks like they might have their opportunity very soon. 1st and goal at the 2. Dampier under center, sending a man in motion. Dampier hands it off up the middle. He's fighting and leaning, but he's going to be just short of the end zone. They're going to give him about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. So it's going to be at the half-yard line. John Boy says, Wyoming, come on. Again, the defense of Wyoming has been very good. You can only ask so much of them. They've really given them a shot today. Under center, Dampier hands it up the middle. He's leading, and once again, he's denied. He didn't get anywhere there. So it'll be 3rd and goal once again from the 1. Florida just threw a pick 6. Dang it. Pulling for Florida there. So 3rd and goal. Can Wyoming, can their defense hold them here? It's getting loud. Dampier once again under center. Hands it up the middle, and he gets in. Touchdown, Utah Utes. And finally, after all this time, Utah's able to get into the end zone. Rogers with the 1-yard run. And just like that is a 2-score game. And it was about time. Again, Wyoming, the defense has done such a great job tonight, but the Wyoming offense is going to have to respond. All right, the extra point attempt, snap, hold, kick. It is up right down the middle. 10-0 is your score here in Wyoming as Utah takes a 10-0 lead, as they will, of course, head to commercial break. I will stay right here. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. This is what I do. I call games. I call games college football and NFL. Of course, Major League Baseball as well. That's actually been mostly what I've done since I started really doing this in March. Of course, that is baseball season. Did a little bit of the UFL as well. So, but anyway. But yeah, it's been fun. Again, if you do enjoy tonight's play-by-play, like how I do it, again, make sure to like and subscribe. Definitely helps out the channel a lot. I mean, the Poke defense has been carrying the whole team for the first half. They got to be tired. Like I said, they were on the field for quite a bit. And there's only so much they can do. The Wyoming offense has to do something. You can look at the total yards, 78. That's unacceptable. Of course, again, the Utah defense is really good. So I'm not saying that, they have an easy task by any means, but they need to get something going. We had a good run, boys. I don't blame the defense on that. As the offense, it's also your responsibility to allow the defense to rest. 100%. Personally, that is correct. That is correct. Again, Wyoming has to get it going here. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been a fun one. So again, make sure to like and subscribe if you're a fan of sports in general. Sports fans, sports better. It doesn't matter. This is what I do. All right, USC, they're up 30-17 over Purdue. Ohio State now up 30-9 over Ohio. Ohio does have the ball at the Ohio State 41. Illinois shutting out Western Michigan 31-0. Ole Miss 38, Arkansas 28. Let's see here. Florida again. I was told they threw a pick. So LSU has, I'm assuming they'll have the ball 13-10 over Florida. A&M still up. It's still halftime there, 28-24 at the half over Notre Dame. That's a game right there. Vanderbilt all over South Carolina. That's good to see. 21-7. And of course, it is 10-0 here in Wyoming. Utah with the lead. Gonna have to do Miami Hurricanes will be the main Miami team this year. Steve has the 22.5. There we go. Oh man. Hammer has the over on this one. Hammer not looking like he'll hit. Oh, that's a bummer. Steve has Ohio plus 28. Yeah, it's a tough one. 10:46 left to go here in the third quarter. As Utah will give it back to Wyoming. Again, Wyoming, they need to get something going. There is the kickoff. That's going to go out of the end zone for a touchback. Wyoming always has a tough defense. Yeah, Chris, they've showed it tonight, but, they've been on the field a lot, so I think they're a little bit tired. So, again, this offense needs to get something going to help out their defense. If it gets too far behind, I feel like this game could get lopsided really quickly. I really do. All right. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Anderson hands it off. He's going to cut it inside, and he's going to get about a gain of 3. So Kelman on the carry. Honestly, that's not a bad gain for what we've seen tonight from this Wyoming rushing attack. Showing the defensive coordinator for Utah, the Utah head coach in waiting. 2nd and 7 in the shotgun. Ball at the 28. Anderson hands it off. Up the middle. He's fighting, moving the legs, but again, just not much there as that's a gain of 2. So 3rd and 5 coming up for the Cowboys. Ticking under at 10 minutes here in the third quarter. Again, Utah opening up the second half with a touchdown. Finally getting in. The Wyoming must respond, whether it's a field goal or not. They need something. Field goal or touchdown, that really hurt my foot, and we'll just move on. 3rd and 5 in the shotgun. Trips to the right. Anderson drops back, looking to his right. Fires. It is caught at the 42, and he steps out of bounds at the 43. That is Durr Jr. Again, we talked about him a lot in the pregame. He is a monster. You just got to get him the ball. And he shows it right there, getting separation. Oh, yeah, he was just chilling. At least get in position to attempt a field goal. 100%. That's yes. Utah might be overlooking here. I don't know. Yeah, it's a good game in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Anderson, play action, looking to his left. Fires. It is way over the head of Durr Jr. Incompletes. And again, that's something that Anderson has just had some trouble with tonight. Let's see if I can get you an updated stat here. 4 for 11. Oh, hold on. Never mind. He's 5 for 12. No, 5 for 13 if that's the case. 5 for 13. Just not accurate. 2nd and 10. After what I missed on the pit game. Oh, yeah, Draven, it was not good. It was not good. Under center's Anderson. Anderson hands it off, and he is met immediately. Honestly, he did a great job of just getting back to the line of scrimmage, but Kelman had nowhere to go. Again, this Utah front seven has just been really good. Jeff says, finally. 3rd and 10. 3rd and long for Wyoming. They're at the 43. They need to get to the other 47 in the shotgun. Anderson drops back, steps up. He's going to check it down, and he just, a throw that just led him way too much. He had to fall down to make the catch in. I mean, again, that's only a gain to 2. I was going to say incomplete. That was not incomplete, but it might as well have been the incomplete pass there, as Wyoming's going to have to punt it away. That's a bummer. Again, hopefully the Wyoming defense can hold for the Wyoming fans. And, of course, if you're a Utah fan here, you're loving this. Say, hey, we finally broken them. And, again, their offense just can't respond. Edmiston back to punt. And that is going out of the end zone again. That altitude is just a killer. So that's a touchback. Jeez. Utah 10, Wyoming nothing. 7:47 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And again, it's trending towards Utah possibly running away. But we'll see. Again, there was only one drive that Utah was able to score there. 27-3 is your prediction. That'd be right there with that 24.5. That'd be something. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Feel free to vote, by the way. I do have a poll. 20. I apologize on the number 25. It's number 20. I honestly thought they were 25. Not going to lie. But yeah, 24.5 is the spread. Just pick who you think it's going to cover. And, of course, let me know down below who you got today. 3 seems a bit much. Yeah. Yeah, right now it does. But, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do. I call games. I call MLB. I call NFL. I call college football. For college football, again, I try to get games that might not be viewed on your local television. So that is why I'm covering this game, because it's not on CBS. It's not on Fox, NBC, ABC, whatever. It is on CBS, but the CBS Sports Network, which, is not a very common channel. So, again, definitely subscribe if you're a fan of sports or you're a sports bettor. Your wife or girlfriend saying you got to do chores before you can go ahead and watch the game. Well, I can go ahead and be by your side while you're doing those chores. Can't actually help you fold those clothes or wash those dishes, but I can provide you an update on what is going on. So definitely like and subscribe if you're a sports fan or a sports bettor. This Pokes offense is why he's oh, jeez. The Brewers getting slaughtered. Playoff clinch party last night. They make this guy. Wyoming has Utah's a lot. Yeah, it's something. Wyoming suffrage. Is Yellowstone. Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot of neat stuff out there. I've never been. I've been to Colorado. I feel like most people say that, but yeah, I've not been to either of Utah or Wyoming. All right, we're back again. Utah will have the ball at the 20. And again, last possession, they were able to go down pretty quickly in 4 minutes and go and score. So Utah looking to match that. Of course, Wyoming trying to replicate what they did in the first half and keep them out of the end zone. And it was very exciting in the first half. I mean, the Wyoming defense really deserves a ton of credit. A bend but don't break defense. And I mean, literally, it was quite the show. But they may have gotten tired. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. 7:47 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Utah with the ball at the 20. Dampier is in the shotgun. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. Dampier is going to keep it on the RPO, breaks it outside of the 25, and runs out of bounds at the 27. So gain of 7 by Dampier. Again, that is where he's very effective. He can mix in the run, and that has really led to a lot of first downs tonight for Utah. Wyoming so beautiful. I imagine it would be. 2nd and 3 in the shotgun. Dampier sending a big man in motion. Hands it off up the middle, and he is smacked, but he bounces off of him and gets the first down as he's brought down at the 31. That was Parker, I believe, with the carry. You're clutch again with the live. Yes, Maxton. Hey, I remember you from earlier. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Wyoming so beautiful. Big sky country. Love it. Yeah, I need to check it out as Dampier's going to... No, it's Parker with the direct snap, and he's going to take it at the 35 and brought down at the 37. So, again, Utah kind of just moving now, and I fear that Wyoming just might be a little bit tired. If Wyoming fans talk about suffering, I don't think UTEP, yeah, probably wouldn't be much better. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. 2nd and 3 coming up for Utah in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Dampier sending Parker in motion. And he hands it off to Parker up the middle, and he's going to get the first down as he's slung down at the 42. And again, that's enough for a brand new set of downs. Utah, again, this is a little bit scary if you're Wyoming. You know, again, that defense looks so good, but you're just looking at the players. They have their hands on their hips. They're just exhausted. You know, you really got to tip your cap to them. They played a great night, but I don't know. It's looking like that their best football might be behind them as far as this game, as he's going to throw it to the side, and he's not going to get much. He may have gotten a yard or so, and that'll make it 2nd and 9 for the Utes. Second and 9, ball at the 44 in the shotgun, sending Parker in motion. Going to give it to Parker again. He's at the 45, bounces it outside at the 50, and brought down at the 49. Nice tackle. Really thought he was going to get a lot more there, but that was a good open field tackle by Wyoming. Definitely worth the trip just to see Yellowstone. I need to do it. I'm just not exactly wealthy by any means. I assure you, I'm on the lower end of the wealth scale. One day, though, hey, if I have the extra time and the money, we'll do it. 3rd and 2. In the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Dampier's going to keep it himself, and he's going to power through and get the first down. Gain of 4. As, again, Utah with just another hard-fought run. And, again, Wyoming, I feel bad, but they just look tired. But again, it's a bend but don't break defense. It's a bend but don't break defense. Any Titans fans here? Hey, don't worry, he's looking for you. Make your comment down below. Dampier drops back, looking, heavy pressure, fires. It's going to be incomplete. Dampier hit as he threw, so no intentional grounding. Hey, drop your, if you guys are listening in, drop your NFL team. Who do you pull for on Sundays? Be interesting. If there's any Steelers fans here, I know there's a few. And appreciate you guys for hanging out today. 2nd and 10 coming up for Utah. Be a professional gambler, I'd lose. Dampier looks like it's a little screen to Parker. Parker is at the 40, 35, cuts inside 30. Oh, and he's smacked, but he bounces off of him and brought down at the 25. He took a big hit. But there is a flag on the play. Thank you for broadcasting this game. Appreciate it. From the biggest Utes fan. Hey, glad to do it, Jess. Appreciate it. And there is a flag on Utah. Block in the back. Hopefully I earned that subscription there, Jess. Again, appreciate it. Appreciate it. And yeah, that's going to block in the back, and that's going to back up the Utes. Seahawks, Steelers. Colton Steelers fan. Nice. Seahawks there. Yeah, that'll be nice tomorrow. Seahawks Steelers. Hey, I'm doing that game. I'm looking for a guy to cover it for you. I got you. If you don't have the channel. 2nd and 15. Ball at midfield in the shotgun. Trips to the left. Dampier drops back. Looking to his left. Fires. It's caught at the 42. He's got some space at the 40. And he's tripped up at the 35. I don't know if they're going to move the chains. He needed to get to about the 35. And yes, they are moving the chains. Brand new set of downs for the Utes. You're in Wyoming, so it's tough being next to Utah. Steelers, nice. Green Bay, okay. Yeah, we got a lot of Packers fans on the channel. Draven's okay, Draven, okay. Cowboys. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Hands it off to Parker. Parker trying to break free, fighting forward, but he's not going to get much, and there's a penalty marker on the field. He's dancing around like Le'Veon Bell, an old Steeler. Of course, he has the last name of Parker, kind of like Willie Parker, who's also an old Steeler, so a mixture of Steelers here for Parker. Holding, and that'll back up Utah again. A 10-yard penalty. A lot of penalties for Utah tonight. You took Pittsburgh, right? Yeah, I did, but I mean, I think it'll be a close game. I'll never say the Steelers are going to blow out anybody. I don't think I'll do that ever again. 1st and 20 at the 45 in the shotgun. Chase says Broncos. Okay, Broncos. I have some IRL Broncos fans as well. As play action, Dampier moving to his right. Is going to check it down. Caught at the 47, lowering the shoulder and brought down at the 43. So that's a gain of 2. And again, it's going to be 2nd and long coming up for the Utes. William Packers, because you grew up in the Cowboys house, but neither the Steelers or Packers. I know you're a Steelers fan. It seems like you're just jumping ship here. Raven, that's a shame. That's a shame. I don't blame you, honestly. All right, 2nd and 18. Looks like it's a bubble screen and cuts inside. He's at the 40. Bounces it outside, and he's brought down at the 36. But there's a late flag coming in. Again, just the referees just getting involved with the game, letting us know that they're there. I don't know. I guess we haven't noticed them tonight. How many penalties have we had? Jeez, holding on Utah. You're not going to believe it. Another penalty on Utah. Penalties. A combined 12 penalties, 9 for Utah. Jeez, Seahawks 26. Okay. Okay. Refs got more yards. Yeah, they do. Honestly, again, it's been a rough night for Wyoming's offense. Their defense, I mean, I understand. You look at the stat sheet, they've allowed almost 400 yards. I'm telling you, I've never seen this is a great performance. This is one of the best performances I've seen. As it's 2nd and 28 in the shotgun. Dampier takes a snap, fires to the left. It's caught at the 48, and he's going to roll out of bounds at the 46. So once again, it's going to be 3rd and very, very long with just over 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Oh, no, Doctor, I own more Packers jerseys than Steelers. Oh, okay. I got you. That's fair. Again, the Packers are like the Steelers of the NFC, so that's cool. 3rd and 21. They're at the 46. They need to get to the 25. Dampier drops back, steps up, lots of time, fires. It's caught at the 30, lowers the shoulder, and he extends. He's going to get the first down. On 3rd and 21, they get 22. That was Bentley just breaking free down the left sideline, just lowering the boom on that poor corner. That's a brand new set of downs for the Utes. And I feel like I've said that a lot on this drive. 1st and 10 at the 24. Dampier moving to his right. Fires. It's caught at the 20. And he's immediately brought down, as that is Davis with the catch. That has been a huge target for Dampier tonight. That 9 catches. I think he might be at 10. I don't think it's updated yet. Utah is a good state, too, just like... Okay. 2nd and 4. In the shotgun. Drops back, fires at the 20, 15, cutting inside 10, and brought down at the 9. Hope Wyoming can have the same defensive performance against Colorado. Colorado's definitely not as good as Utah. I mean, you guys should be fine. You guys should be fine. Aaron Rodgers is 9-5 versus Seattle, but 1-3 on the road. Well, it's good that they are home. The Steelers are the home team there. First and goal at the 9. Dampier moving to his right. Fires. It is tipped. Incomplete. Pass intended for Davis. Davis trying to make a play on it, but just couldn't get the catch. Dampier, yeah, no, on the ground. Dampier has been, that's been a huge reason they've been able to move the ball. Dampier on the ground has been very good. A 0.5 receiving yards for Travis. I think you'd probably get it, Travis. He'll probably have 2 catches minus 1 yard now. Second and goal. Dampier drops back, looking. Oh, and he just drops the ball, but no one's there. Now he picks it up, fires to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Utah Utes. Oh, my goodness. A ghost literally knocked it out of his hands. He picks it up and then fires to the end zone where Simmons makes a great catch. Unbelievable. They're showing the throw. I'd love to see the ghost knocking it out of Dampier's hands. What in the world happened? Oh, my goodness. How long is this drive? Oh, it's been, that was about a 7-minute drive there, George. Utah or Texas Tech. Oh, I could go either way. Snap, hold, kick. That's a line drive, but it's good. 17-0 Utah over Wyoming. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell there. I couldn't believe what I just saw. Dampier drops back and then just literally drops the ball, then picks it up and fires to the end zone for 6. What a play. Utah 17, Wyoming nothing. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh my goodness. What a game. What a game. You know, it's a shame. You know, again, Wyoming needs to do something, but it's been a great game, folks. Once again, thank you guys for joining me on the live stream. Just clicking on the live stream really helps out this little channel. A super thank you if you're able to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. This is what I do. I call games. I call games MLB, NFL, NCAA football. This is what I do. So, yeah, again, if you enjoy sports, if you're a sports fan, sports better. Hey, you know, this is what I do. I call games. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Dampier really owns us. Right now, Dampier is looking really good. Jeff, frowny face. They're playing second string. I mean, again, I don't know. I don't know much about Utah or Wyoming to make that stuff. First jersey was Favre, Lacey, then Matthews. Mendenhall. Oh, you have bad luck with running backs. How safe is 24.5 points for us playing the over? I don't know. Utah's kind of cooking. I think they might. They might blow out Wyoming here. That's looking bad. But yeah, folks. Again, make sure to like and subscribe. Again, you know, let's just say for an example, wife, girlfriend says you got to do some chores before you can watch the game. Just put me on to the side. I might be covering that game for you. Just do it right here. I can't help you with the chores, but I can help you with the play-by-play and keep you up to date before you go back to the TV. So, but yeah, again, for college football, I really try, though, to get games that are not on your local television. So that is kind of my strategy for college football. Of course, the NFL, MLB, I mean, it's really whatever I really want. But for the NFL, though, you guys do get to vote on the other game. It's not just a Steelers channel. I will be covering Seahawks Steelers, but after that is subscriber voted game. Eagles Chiefs is happening right after that, and that was voted on by the subscribers of the channel. That could be you next week. You're the man, Doc. Good work. Thank you. I try. My voice, though, is hating me right now. My throat, I should say. Utah, a lot like Big 12 teams. Bad history, losing to good players. and end up being on the bench. Well, I don't know. With the NIL, though, it might be a little bit different here. Might be a little bit different. Oh, not Dr. Oh, yeah, hopefully Caleb Johnson breaks that, man. One more touchdown, highest probability. Doubt there'll be a field goal. We'll see. As there is the kickoff. And that's going to go out of the end zone again for a touchback. Do you watch games with ESPN Plus or do you watch on streaming? I have YouTube TV. I pay that stupid amount of money. I hate it. It's so expensive. If I wasn't doing this, I wouldn't honestly have it. But I'm doing this. Hopefully it pays off in the end. But I also have ESPN Plus. I've yet to use it. I'm kind of debating whether I keep it. But yeah, I mean, I could in theory cover games on ESPN Plus. All right, Anderson. Again, the Wyoming offense. They need to do something. As he's in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. They're at the 25. Anderson hands it off up the middle, and he's going to be brought down at about the 29. That's a gain of 4, and that might be the last play of the third quarter. That was Harris on the carry. Yeah, I saw Ohio State won. Good stuff, Ultimate. Good stuff. All right. That is the end of the third quarter. Utah still with the shutout of Wyoming. 17-0. I'm telling you, folks, though, if you guys wanted some action, if you wanted a great half, you should listen to this first half whenever this is done. Oh, man, what a game that was. What a half that was. Jeez, you have a Marion Barber? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Marion Barber. Saying through 2 picks. Okay. Bobcats lose by 28. Cover the spread. Ooh, there we go. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe. Let's check out the scores from across college football. Once again, folks, the scoreboard update is brought to you by Coffee Beans. Coffee Beans, actual person. Again, thank you, Coffee Beans. She is a legend. She is the sponsor of the scoreboard updates. Ole Miss 41, Arkansas 35. Arkansas has the ball. They are driving. They're at their own 38. Old Dominion 45, Virginia Tech 26. Virginia Tech now scoring in garbage time. That's actually pretty sad. Old Dominion putting in backups most likely, or prevent defense. Southern Miss just knocked off Appalachian State 38-22. Rice 38, Prairie View 17. That is final. LSU up 20-10 on Florida. Florida looks like they're going to have to punt it away. Notre Dame is up 31-28 on Texas A&M as they're still in the fourth quarter. Kentucky 41, Eastern Michigan 16. Iowa all over Massachusetts 47-7. Let's see here. East Carolina 31, Coastal Carolina 0. Vanderbilt still up on South Carolina 21-7, and they are at the South Carolina 36, so they might add some more points. Look at that. Tulane 31, Duke 16 in the third quarter. That might be I don't know if that's an upset or not, but again, it's group of 5 versus power 4. Let's see. Utah State 7, Air Force nothing. Not really much here of note. Yeah, final scores. Let's see here. Again, Ohio State 37, Ohio 9. Again, the big story of the day really is Clemson. Clemson will be falling out of the top 25. And if they are in the top 25, then that is just a stupid poll. So we'll see. There's 27.5. Well, again, it just depends. I mean, spreads change with different sites. Sellers is hurting out. Oh, that might be why. Jeez, Steelers fan, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. You like the Bills and Broncos and some of Indianapolis. Okay. That's fair. You like the AFC there. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Hopefully we'll get back to the game. I didn't realize the third quarter break would be this long. Jeez, what the heck? But folks, I'll be back tomorrow again. Steelers, Seahawks, and of course Chiefs and Eagles. Again, make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play. This is what I do. I call games. You have the Vandy money line. Oh, geez. So far, so good there, Steve. All right, again, Wyoming has the ball. They've done nothing. They just cracked over 100 total yards on that last play. So it has been rough. Time of possession, Utah at 31 minutes, Wyoming at 14. So it has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 6. Anderson drops back, looking, fires. It's caught at the 32 and immediately slung down. But that is a nice gain. My voice is going out. I apologize. A lot of stuff happening there. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Cowboys. And then players cart off. Yeah, I heard about that. That's very sad. All right, 3rd and 2. They need to get to the 35. They're at the 33 in the shotgun. Anderson is going to hand it off to Harris. Harris cuts inside and lunges and gets the first down. There we go. First down, Cowboys. Again, they need to get something going. That's a good start. A first down. I know that might seem like sarcasm, but again, they really have struggled very badly on offense as we're approaching the 14-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Again, Utah up 17-0. Utah, though, Wyoming, though, with the ball. Wyoming with the ball at the 37. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Anderson sending a man in motion. Anderson, play action, heavy pressure. Is going to check it down. He's at the 40. And he runs out of bounds at the 45. Hey, we'll take it. If you're Wyoming, it's not too bad. Surprised Utah held to 17 at this point. Did Utah? No, I'm telling you, it was just a great Wyoming defense. A little bit with voodoo magic as well, I'm pretty sure. It was very interesting. 2nd and 2 at the 45. They need to get to the 47 for a brand new set of downs. Anderson hands it off. Harris dancing, and he's got the first down. He's at the 50, and he's brought down at the 48. Harris pointing to the first down, but you got to get back there. There's no reason to do that when you're down by 17. Just does not look good. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Anderson drops back. Heavy pressure. He's moving backwards. It's batted. Incomplete. Oh, that's never a good sign when you're running backwards. Was able to fire it, but it was tipped. That honestly may have saved. I don't know. Was he out of the pocket? I think he was, but man, that might have actually saved a intentional grounding. If you're ranked 1 and you win, you should stay ranked 1. Depends. 2nd and 10, ball at the 48 in the shotgun. Anderson drops back, looking, fires. It's caught at the 45, makes a guy miss. Dancing around at the 40, and they shoved out of bounds, stopping the clock temporarily. 12:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. Wyoming has the ball there. They're moving, but they need to get something going now. This game is going to happen in Utah. Yeah, Utah's good. They're ranked 20 for a reason. 3rd and 3. They're at the 41. They need to get to the 38. Anderson is under center. Anderson hands it off. This is Harris trying to fight forward, but he can't get much. He does get a yard as he was contacted behind the line of scrimmage. Done a good job to get a yard, but again, just the Utah defensive line has looked very good tonight. Fourth and 2. You could say this is the ball game. I don't want to say it too early, but this may be the ball game, folks. They need to get to the 38. They're at the 40. In the shotgun is Anderson. Sending a man in motion. Anderson drops back. He's looking. Fires to Harris. Harris extends. He gets the first down. As he's brought down at the 37. Harris needs to come out of the ball game. But again, very nice. Brand new set of downs for the Cowboys. Yeah, I don't know about Georgia and Penn State flipping. Penn State would drop to 6. Yeah, I don't think that happens. 1st and 10. Anderson in the shotgun. Anderson drops back. Steps up. Fires. It is. Oh, it was in and out of the hands of the receiver, but there is a flag. That might be on Utah. There's a lot of contact there. Cotton seems to be the guilty party here. Again, there's a lot of discussion here. Offsetting, holding on the offense, and then pass interference on the defense. So offsetting, that's just going to nullify everything. It does remain first down. LAGC, who's GC? Or are you saying F? Is that soccer? If it's FC, then yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Yeah, FC, okay, gotcha, Steve. Gotcha. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 37 in the shotgun. Just over 11 minutes to go in this one. Sending a man in motion is Anderson. Now he's sending him back. Interesting. Anderson is going to hand it off up the middle, and again, he may have gotten a few yards there, maybe 3. I'm going to give him 4. Okay, well, that's not too bad. But again, the clock continues to run. The clock is not your friend for Wyoming. And again, Utah, I mean, they've been able to move the ball now and actually punch it into the end zone, so that's a little bit of a concern. 2nd and 6. Ball at the 33. In the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to left. Anderson hands it off, makes a guy miss. Bouncing into the outside at the 30 and brought down at the 29, but there's another flag. I mean, I don't know how many flags we need to throw, but there is a holding call in Wyoming. That's going to back them up 10, and that is a killer because, again, Wyoming seems to fight tooth and nail for every yard they get, and 10 yards is huge. Let's go, Wyoming. Beat the spread. What the heck, Wyoming? The Steelers are facing a team whose quarterback is redhead. Sam Darnold, redhead? Is he? I thought he was brown hair. I don't know. 2nd and 6 at the 43 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Anderson drops back. Heavy pressure. He's just going to have to throw it away immediately, though there was a running back in the area. The Utes brought the blitz, and Anderson couldn't pick it up. Jeez, so 3rd and long for Wyoming. Again, this is crucial. You at least need a field goal. I mean, a field goal keeps you in the conversation for this game, but I mean, a touchdown would be nice. But yeah, you need something. You can't come away with 0 points. They've burned almost 5 minutes of clock here. As Anderson takes the high snap, fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Oh, and it's intercepted. Oh, never mind. He's at the 40, 45, 50, 40, 35, 30, 25. Tripped up at the 20. The camera messed with me. They showed it off screen, and then all of a sudden you see a Utah guy running the other way, and that may just be the ball game. Oh, my goodness. Anderson just overthrew Chris Durr. Oh, my goodness. That is a killer. Anderson just looking, over firing. And it finds a Utah Utes, who almost took it this distance but was tripped up at the 20. So Utah will have it at the 18. Hands it to Parker. Parker dancing, and he's brought down at the 16. Benny is him. That is huge. Second and 8. Getting the bag. What bag? 2nd and 8 coming up for Utah. They're just pretty much going to milk this clock and wait till 1 second to snap it or something. Again, just chew the clock. They're up by 3 scores. Dampier hands it off. This is Rogers. He's spinning forward, and he's going to get about a yard. And Rogers, now he's injured. He's limping. He's seemed a lot of pushing and shoving there at the end of that. You need Wyoming to cover the 24s. You went 350. Oh, geez. Wait, what was it? What dead center? Oh, Shohei 450. Oh, geez. I mean, it's a tough schedule ahead of them. Again, all that matters, though, is conference play, John Boy. All that matters is conference play. 3rd and 6 in the shotgun. Dampier drops back, looking to his right, fires to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Utah Utes. And oh man, my heart goes out to you Wyoming fans. But man, this one might be over. Dampier again just scanning the field, but really honestly made up his mind all the way, throwing it to the right side, and what a play. 23-0 is your score pending the extra point. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. 24-0 Utah over Wyoming, and man, oh man, it seems like it wasn't too long ago whenever we just had the game of the year on our hands. But yeah, it's just all Utah here again. Wyoming. I said this earlier. Again, it's only a matter of time before Utah finds the end zone. The question was, could Wyoming, the offense, come alive? And just they couldn't. Dewberry, yeah. Oh, that's tough, Dewberry. That is brutal. Once again, folks, appreciate it. Again, if there are those of you that will tune out after this, I don't blame you. Again, it's 24-0. Again, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for clicking on the live stream. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe before you go. Again, this is what I do. I call games. I might see you next Saturday. If there's a game that you place a bet that I might be covering. Of course, I do cover baseball and the NFL as well, so it's not just college football. I'm not on here once a week. I'm actually on here 6 days a week. So, again, I'm not saying, I don't know if there's any baseball fans here, but I do baseball. And, of course, I'll be doing a lot of college football in the NFL as we progress. And, again, once baseball ends, college football kind of takes over that middle-of-the-week schedule. So, again, it might be football almost every day. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Those of you that do go, again, I appreciate you. Make sure to like and subscribe. Those of you that say, hey, you can like and subscribe too. It's not just for those that are leaving. Again, this is what I do. So I call games. I need to put that in my profile. I call games. I'm Delay and I call games. So, but it was fun. But man, I feel so bad for the Wyoming fans. Learned a lot tonight. I appreciate it. Again, I'm not really knowledgeable when it comes to some of these teams. The Pokes. To be honest, I mean, it makes sense. That's why you guys do it. The Pokes, and then I didn't know War Memorial Stadium was the highest elevated team or the stadium in all of the United States. That's pretty cool. I appreciate talking to you guys. I mean, always never feel like you're to be a stranger. Feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to read as many comments as possible. I really do. What is this thing called? Basketball. Did I say basketball? I feel like it's baseball. Trisk. Earned a sub. Thank you, Sir Beef. You're a legend. I appreciate you guys all for subbing, man. You guys are all legends in my book. And I'm stealing a line from Not the Expert, but hey, he's also a legend. We have to beat Colorado next week. Yeah, good luck. I'm pulling for you guys. It's been a pleasure covering this team, but you guys got to get an offense. I think the biggest question is, could Wyoming beat UCLA? Chase? Yes, I think you guys could. Yeah, Bean agrees. UCLA is not good. It'd be a close one. But again, the question would be the offense. It'd be the offense. All right, so we're back. Utah again, 3 plays, 18 yards. I mean, it's, Wyoming. I mean, it might end up being 38-0, but just know that the Wyoming defense is very good and deserves a ton of credit for keeping Wyoming in this game. New sub, thank you, Bean. You're a legend. I appreciate you. All right. Wyoming, again, coming onto the field. They're down 24. You're just looking for some pride at this point. Can't get on target in the line. Yeah, I mean, again, it's just it's rough. 8:35 left to go. Again, they could score a few times, but they really need to be quickly. Wyoming's a team that kind of nickels and dimes you, especially against this defense. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Anderson is going to hand it off to Harris. He bounces it outside. Now cuts it inside at the 30, and he's brought down to the 35. The line on the TV screen slanted for some reason. CBS is falling apart apparently. But that's a brand new set of downs for Wyoming. Harris has looked good tonight. Harris reminds me of Najee Harris. Yes, a Steelers reference. You thought Bass was yeah, this guy. It is, technically, yeah. The Bass is a fish. 1st and 10 in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Anderson drops back, looking to his left. Fires. It is incomplete. As there is Durr was on the ground. I was wondering what happened. There's a late flag that might be on Utah. Still a lot of time. I mean, yeah, but I don't know if it's, I don't think it's going to be I don't know if you guys would win. So, again, I don't really know what's happening here. Some Utah fans looking around like, what the heck? And they're pointing the other way. So it might be on Wyoming. Ineligible player downfield. And that is going to remain. It's a 5-yard penalty that'll remain 1st down. So 1st and 15 coming up for Wyoming. You're just actually happy to win this year. Last year was horrific. Well, that's not good. What happened? Actually, what happened last year? You guys didn't go 0-12. There's no way. I know Kent State did. Yeah, that's something. All right, 1st and 15 for Wyoming and Anderson as he's in the shotgun. Anderson hands it off to Harris, bounces it outside. He's at the 30, the 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, and brought down at the 41. Hey, there's a play for the Pokes. Look at that. That's a big run. 1st down, Wyoming. Dampier just won me $3K. Thanks for calling the game. Hey, appreciate you. Appreciate you for tuning on in, Phoenix. Appreciate it, man. 1st and 10. Hopefully I earned a sub in the process. That is a huge thing for the channel. 1st and 10 at the 41 in the shotgun. Drops back, fires. It is caught at the 36, and he's slung out of bounds at the 34. Sargent with the catch, and Sargent not letting go of the ball. He had 2 refs there, and he didn't want to let go of the ball for some reason. Can I refresh the stats? I can. Yeah, what the heck's going on here? Yeah, I don't know what the heck. I'm sorry about that. What the heck was that? All right, in the shotgun, 2nd and 3. Anderson hands it off up the middle. Oh, nice spin move. He's at the 30 and brought down at the 25. That was a nice play. Phoenix, dude. Awesome, man. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you very much. I try to keep track with who donates. I can do this. I can do this now, so I'm going to do it while I can. Appreciate you, Phoenix. You're a legend, man. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Thank you. 1st and 10 at the 24 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hands it off up the middle, and he's not going to get anything. I don't even know if he got back to the line of scrimmage, as he may have lost a yard there. That wasn't Harris. I'm trying to see who it was. I'm going to give up garbage score. I could see it. Wyoming schedule coming up. Colorado. They're at Colorado. Home for UNLV. Home for San Jose State at Air Force. Home for Colorado State at San Diego State. Again, it's all you got to do is win your conference. I mean, that's what it is. These non-conference games are not a big deal. 2nd and 10. Anderson steps up, fires. It's caught, and he's tackled immediately. That was Durr Jr. Trying to see the yards there. Maybe 6 or 7 on the gain. Signs of life, yeah. Oh, it's a new head coach for. Okay, I gotcha. All right, 3rd and 4. Yes, it was a 6-yard gain. Ball at the 18. They need to get to the 14 for a brand new set of downs. In the shotgun, trips to the left. Tight end in tight as well to the left. Anderson takes a snap. Oh, he's going to take off a run, and he's diving for the first down. Did he get there? Oh, he did not. Again, this isn't the NFL where, you can keep going until you're touched. No, as soon as you touch the turf, it's going to be 4th and inches. So, honestly, a lack of awareness there by Anderson to dive and land short of the sticks. Again, in the NFL, you keep going. Would have had it in the NFL, and the head coach of Wyoming can't believe it. He is upset. They're going to have to take a timeout. Oh, man, he is ticked. 4th and inches coming up. They are checking it over. He had to get to the 14, but I think he landed pretty short. Well, tell you what, on that replay, he may have gotten it. It's close. It's either going to be 4th and like an inch, or it's a brand new set of downs. It's one or the other. Sir Beef, thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. Dude, you guys are awesome. Appreciate you guys, dude. Thank you. You guys have been very good to me. I appreciate you guys. You guys are legends for sure. Again, if you haven't done so already, make sure again to like and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so, man, this is what I do. I'll be here. The question is, will you subscribe? And will we see each other again? Vandy tacked on 7 more. Oh, really? Oh, this is a very close game here. Oh, yeah. Well, RC, it was very good earlier, RC. Tell you what, this was actually... The first half of this game was the best half, I think. Oh, I'm not even kidding. This was actually equivalent to like the Steelers-Jets game for the first half, except not high scoring. It was low scoring, but it was just wacky. This game was actually... It was on something. It was on, and it was drunk. It was a great game. It really was. Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm very lucky tonight. You guys are awesome, man. Hey, don't worry about it. Don't donate if you don't have any money. Like, seriously, do not do that. We're all trying to make it through together. I mean, as far as like in this world, we're all struggling. I totally get it. I appreciate those that can. If you can't, that's all good. As he hands it off. And he's going to make a guy miss the 10-5 touchdown. Wyoming Cowboys. Kelman just had an open seam. It's like, I don't know where the Utah defense was. Made the first guy miss, and there was an open field. So that is, hey, Wyoming scoring now, albeit garbage time. But geez, it was definitely. I mean, it's good. Yeah, at least Wyoming's in the score. Ryan canceled. Really? I was planning on redirecting to him after this. I forgot to redirect earlier. I was so mad at myself. As soon as I got off, I'm like, dang it. 2-point conversion attempt. Anderson drops back looking. It is tipped incomplete. Trying to make it a 2-point or 2-score game, pardon me. That is definitely the play there, but nothing doing. So 24-6 Wyoming. They're on the board. 24-6 with 4:23 left to go in the fourth. It's kind of over, but hey, it was fun. It was fun. Tomlin go for 2. Well, he should. If Tomlin didn't go for 2, then he's an idiot. I mean, again, like if he kicked the extra point and you make it, it's still a 3-score game. I am not an aggressive guy, by the way. I mean, I'm all about, you play the situation. You don't go for 2 just because. But in this situation, yeah, if you want any shot at winning this game, yeah, you got to go for 2, and you make it at 16 points. That's a 2-score game. You kick the extra point, 17 points, and you have no shot at winning. So I have no problem with this situation. No problem at all. But again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Let me check out. I was really going to redirect. I'm really upset. I feel bad because I had an opportunity to help out later. I'll just check it. I'll check it whenever this game is done. But again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do. I call games. I call games. Someone made the call. Yeah. Maybe there's a lot of discussion in the Kent State-Buffalo game. Oh, man. A lot of discussion about rigging. And you know what? My thing is, if you feel like it's rigged, then I wouldn't bet. That's just my thing. If you feel like it's rigged, then I wouldn't bet. That's just me. If you feel like the odds are, the odds kind of already are the way they stack it. But again, you're free to do what you like. I'm never gonna hey, do whatever you do. But yeah, there's just a lot of talking about it. I'm like, okay. I'm just saying, I get it. Now I will, as far as all that rigging stuff, I'm not gonna lie. I think there's a case, especially in the NFL. In the NFL, there's been so many close games in the last 6-7 years. I will not disagree. I felt like it is, but I'm not gonna. I don't know. I'm not gonna get mad about it. I'll get mad if the Steelers are involved if we're getting messed out of a situation here. That's a great way to listen to my pokes tonight. Thank you for the entertainment. God bless you on your journey. Thank you, Chase. Appreciate you. Thank you, Chase. You have a great one, man. It was a pleasure. Hopefully I see you. I'll see you soon, hopefully. Appreciate you. Rafael Flores, I don't know. I don't know how he is defensively. All right, Wyoming will kick off to Utah. I don't know if they're going to go for the onside kick or not. We'll have to wait and see. I wouldn't, but we'll see. All right, they're going to kick it off. That's the wisest. A little squib kick bouncing at the 15 is going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. So Utah should have the ball at the 25. Pardon me. It is what it is. Spreads are an adventure. Money line is more secure as far as match fix. Yeah. No, I totally get you. No, Steve, you've been very you're totally respectful. You're awesome. But there are some people that just will get mad and just it's okay. But it is what it is. 1st and 10 at the 25. In the shotgun is Dampier sending a man in motion, and he's going to take it himself. Oh, he's got some space at the 30, skipping out of bounds at the 40. That actually wasn't Dampier. That was Parker. I don't know if Parker took the drive the Wildcat there. I guess I just missed it. Yeah, Dampier motioned out. Look at that. All right, a brand new set of downs for Utah. Again, it's 24-6 if you're just tuning in, crossing the 4-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. It was a great game earlier, folks. 3-0 at the half, and let me tell you, that first half was awesome. You had everything, turnovers after turnovers. You had, just field goals getting blocked off the upright as we got a handoff down the left side. He's at the 50, and he's brought down at the 45. But here in the second half, it's been all Utah as they look to move to 3-0. Wyoming has an injured player. They may be falling to 2-1. But again, it's not the end of the world for Wyoming. Again, it's a non-conference game. All that matters is the conference. All right, you got a dip, but hey, thank you for the stream. Left a sub. Thank you. You're a legend. Appreciate you, man. We'll try to tune in someday. Appreciate it. Hey, you never know. Maybe Wyoming's on a game where I feel like, I might have some success. So I'll go ahead and do it. So, again, that's for college. I really try. I'm really trying to be as strategic as possible. Is it going to be illegally streamed on YouTube? And will other streamers cover it? That's really how I'm trying to balance some success here. So, again, I appreciate you guys for letting me call this game for you. And, of course, definitely appreciate you just clicking on the live stream for just giving me a chance to call this game for you. It's been fun. 80 likes, US 80 that goes through Wyoming. There we go. But yes, like it up, and of course subscribe to the channel. And again, tomorrow I'll be doing a doubleheader. It's Steelers and Seahawks. Seahawks in the first window and Eagles-Chiefs in the second window. Again, this game, the Eagles-Chiefs, was voted on by the subscribers of the channel. So again, that could be you in the next one next week. I was already looking at it. The vote would be for Denver and Los Angeles, New Orleans and Seattle, Dallas, Chicago, and Arizona and San Francisco. So you guys will be voting on that. Well, I mean, the subscribers of the channel will be voting on that. Poll goes up Monday. So, yeah, definitely subscribe to the channel. And you might be able to pick the game that I do. 20-yard run by Utah. Might just get one here. Yeah, maybe. Oh, Nightbot. Oh, yeah. Well, I was just looking for like a thing to kind of send out some messages, kind of temper the chat. You know, sometimes it gets crazy, and then I'll have to like get rid of people myself. You actually, I don't know if you saw it earlier, but I had to get rid of somebody as well. But you know, it is what it is. I'm my own mod. Arizona versus San Francisco. Honestly, as long as it's not Dallas and Chicago, I literally do not want to call that game. The other 3 games, I really want to be on here. I do not want Dallas, Chicago. So if you guys sub, just know I don't want that one. If you guys vote for it, you vote for it. I honestly didn't even want to cover Chiefs, Eagles. I wanted to cover one of the other 2, but again, like I said, it's going to be you guys choosing it, not me. I choose the Steelers game. You guys choose the other game every single week. Showing the top 10 here. Let's see. Do I have anything happening? I haven't checked over the scores. I'll do it in the next commercial break. We'll check over which one. Oh, I just noticed your 49er logo, Robert. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I know where you're going to go. You're going to go with that one. All right. 1st and 10 for Utah as the clock will start. 3:25 and counting in this one again. In the second half, it's been all Utah as they're at the 45. They're still in the huddle, but again, you know, they don't have to run a play. They can just keep it all the way till 1 second. You're pushing all the followers to go Dallas, Chicago. Okay, thank you, Trisk. I see you really hate the channel. That's fine. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Dampier will hand it off to Parker. Dances, makes another guy miss at the 40 and slung down at the 36. Gain of 9 as the clock continues to run. We're ticking under 2 minutes and 40 seconds for Utah. Their schedule, home against Texas Tech. That's going to be a good one. Then they're at West Virginia. That's a tough place to play. Home for Arizona State. That should be a good one. At BYU. Home for Colorado, Cincinnati. Again, the Big 12 is, I mean, you guys already know about it. It is anyone can win, but I really believe Utah can be the team that elevates himself above the rest. I really believe that. 2nd and 1. Looks like they're in the Wildcat, and it's going to be a direct snap to the running back. He's at the 30, 25-20, lowering the shoulder, hit hard at the 16. As we're approaching the 2-minute warning here in Wyoming. Again, Utah up 24-6. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. You have 0 followers. You have some subs. You're at 14, I believe, last time I checked. And you're not even a YouTuber, and you have 14. So you're already ahead of the curve here. You're going to trip out of these scores. Steve, I'm sorry. Oh, man. What a game, folks. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Let's check out some scores, though, from across college football. Again, this is brought to you by Coffee Beans. Coffee Beans, thank you very much for your support. Thank you for sponsoring this commercial segment, this scoreboard segment. LSU, they are up 20-10, and they are at the Florida 5 with just a minute and a half to go. LSU is going to stay undefeated. Texas A&M and Notre Dame. All the scoring was done in the first half, apparently, as it's 34-34 with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Tulane is up 34-16 over Duke with 8 minutes to go. And that one, TCU up 42-21 over Abilene Christian. Navy up over Tulsa 42-23. Florida International 38, Florida Atlantic 21. UAB 31, Akron 20. Utah State 14, Air Force 10 in the second quarter. Fresno State 21, Southern 0. California up 6-0 over Minnesota as they just scored. Stanford 6, Boston College nothing at the end of the first quarter. And Arizona State 3, Texas State 0. Pardon me, guys. I'm just trying to hold in burps, I guess. Steve, Utah has a... yeah, they do. They do. The spread, yeah. Billy, are you watching the Canelo? No, I'm not really much of a boxer UFC guy. when they score, the spread will be 25 due to the 2-point conversion. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. The extra point would dictate whether it's 24 or 25. Trisk is onto something there. Wow. That is actually crazy. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. And again, I know slowly people are trickling out here. Again, it's a blowout. But again, appreciate you guys hanging out. And again, if you haven't done so already, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This is what I do. I call games. I call games. I might be calling a game you need. Baseball, football. That's what I do. Looks like we're turning action again. Utah will have the ball. And they're showing just, again, the defensive line just pummeling the offensive line of Wyoming, and Anderson just not having a lot of time. Even when he did, it was a rough night. It was a rough night. We can't really sugarcoat it. He struggled. But again, Utah's really good. John Henry Daly, 6 tackles, 2 sacks, a forced fumble, and a pass deflection. 1st and 10. Once again in the Wildcat. And he's going to keep it. He's at the 15, and he's tackled at about the 10. Wyoming's not really calling their timeouts, so I don't know. I mean, in theory, Utah doesn't really have to be aggressive. You call games, I call family. There we go. I should call my family more, honestly. I should. 2nd and 5 coming up for Utah. Again, the clock just continuing to run. Looks like, again, in theory, they don't really have to score because I don't think Wyoming's going to try to call any timeouts. In the Wildcat takes it up the middle. He's at the 10, the 5. He's going to jog into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. And honestly, that's kind of disrespectful. Hunter Andrews with the easy scamper in there. He really could have just sat there at the 1, and that would have been really the ball game. So they're going to extend this game a little bit. I was hoping he wouldn't, to be honest with you. But it looks like the minus 24.5 for Utah is going to hit. So, Steve, I'm very sorry. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. Utah 31, Wyoming 6. So Utah currently covering the 24.5. Oh, geez. Well, I think that was unnecessary. Andrews, hey, good stuff there, dude. But honestly, kind of a jerk move. But hey, Wyoming, you got to stop them, even though you've done a great job at that. You just couldn't really do it there anymore. What is the most like in a stream? Honestly, I have no idea. That's a good question. Cha-ching, I'm back in the high life again. I had minus 22.5. Oh, there we go. So Steve is actually good. Look at that. For one final time, probably, once again, folks, if you like what you saw today, definitely like and subscribe. Press the like button. Hit the subscribe button. This is what I do. I call games. It is not disrespectful. It breaks the point spread, but gives Wyoming another offensive drive. It does, but I mean, again, their offense, I mean, it was rough. Honestly, it was kind of like, hey, look, I'm kind of tired. I kind of want to, let's call it a day. Let's rest up for tomorrow. Again, 2 streams tomorrow. Steelers, Seahawks, Eagles, and the Chiefs. Good night, all my friends. See you. Yeah, thank you, Kenneth. Kenneth, appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you again. Thank you for stopping on by. Bean is happy for you, Steve. Look at that. Look at that. Everyone's happy for each other. Yeah, I got nothing. Again, shout out all the members and the donors. Appreciate you guys. Just gonna check something. I'm just hiding my screen here. Yeah, I don't see Rhino on. What the heck happened? That's interesting. I was going to have to see what happened. Anyway, but yeah, appreciate you guys again. Thank you. Hey, Bean, thank you, man. Thank you for stopping on by. You're very welcome. Go Utes all the way this year. Brittany, very happy with the performance. Appreciate you stopping on by, Brittany. Appreciate it. Yeah, Utah looks good. Can they keep it up? Best play-by-play guy on this channel. Well, I mean, I guess that's true. I'm really the only guy on this channel. So thank you. Thank you, Denny. I appreciate that. Backhanded compliment there. After the game, check out Sumo. 15-day tourney starts tonight. I don't know. I don't know if I'll do any Sumo. I think I'm just going to relax and go to bed because I'm tired. Been doing this pretty much since 11 o'clock Central Time. I'm in the Central Time zone here. West Virginia. I was saying here, where's South Carolina? Wyoming fans very happy regardless of the results, apparently, in the stands, as that's going to be kicked out of the end zone for a touchback. Trisk taking some offense there. Trisk has actually filled in for me, so maybe he doesn't like that. All right, 1st and 10 for Wyoming. Again, they're just looking for some garbage time here. No touchdown return yet, I don't know. All right, so no Anderson, the backup quarterback, is in. This is number 14. All right, he takes the snap, going to hand it off up the middle, and he's going to fight forward for about a gain of 4. So a gain of 4, not much happening there. I don't really know much about this quarterback. Landon Sims, sophomore from Evergreen, Alabama. And I don't know if he's even going to get a chance here to really throw the ball. All right, 2nd and 6 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Sims hands it off to the running back. Up the middle. He's going to break some tackles and a little bit more as he's brought down at about the 34. And again, I don't think Wyoming's really trying to do anything. So Utah, I think that's going to do it. I think that may have been the last play there as everyone's still standing on the field. Looks like Wyoming going to try one last play. 3rd and 1 in the shotgun. Trips to the left. And it looks like there's a penalty marker. How is there a penalty marker? 6 seconds left. There's a penalty. What in the world? Delay of game. Delay of game on the defense. So Utah hands Wyoming a 1st down. I don't really know what happened there. Go Utes, says Jess. Oh gosh, I have Sunday NFL MLB soccer in 90 minutes. Insane night session. There we go, Steve. Great job today, bro. This is my favorite play-by-play channel. We love Trisk. Trisk is awesome as he hands it off up the middle, and he's not going to get much, and that's going to be it. That is going to be it. Utah wins 31-6, and let me tell you, if you're joining in, and I want to be honest with you, this really was a great first half. I'm telling you, what an exciting first half it was. Utah, though, just pulling away in the second half. Kind of what I was warning. Like, again, Utah had all the yardage. Eventually, they were going to break through, and they did. Wyoming offense just couldn't do anything. So that is your final 31-6 is your score. Delay. The refs are delaying the game. They are. Yeah, delay on Dr. Delay. Yeah, I know. You guys are hilarious. Luke doesn't like Coach Whittingham. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one there. I don't know. I don't know if he wanted the score or not. Yeah, I personally would have just said, all right, let's just take the 24-6 game. But it is what it is. I'm not the coach. But again, appreciate you guys for tuning on in. Make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. I do appreciate you guys hanging out again. Thank you to all the members. Thank you to all the donors. Make sure again to subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow for Steelers Seahawks. Let me go ahead and show you guys real quick. Again, Steelers Seahawks and then Eagles Chiefs. That is what I'm doing. And of course, for college football, again, I try to target games that might not be viewed by the average, Joe, like that aren't on the television. So I try to make you guys. I try to get the games that might not receive the proper amount of coverage. I'm going to try to send you guys over somewhere else if you don't have to go. It's whatever. It's just something I try to do. So let me send you over to, let's go. I have no idea. Let's send you over to Florida and LSU. Let's do that. All right. I will see you guys. If not tomorrow, that's okay. You guys all have a great rest of your Saturday. I'll see you next time. You guys all have a great one. Crawford by TK. This guy, I don't do boxing. But Hammer, I'm pulling for you if that's what you wish. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Catch you later.